The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
Oh, I'm starting today. Okay, I'm starting today. Third week in a row.
He doesn't realize.
Travis, you have started the past 2 weeks.
He doesn't realize what chair he's sitting in, man. He doesn't realize
You're in the hot seat, bro.
He doesn't know what it means to be
Another
sitting in that
episode
chair.
of BillsAholic Pod.
Already?
I love Travis so much.
You usually
dude.
waited until like 35, 40 minutes in to fuck something up.
I know.
Travis was just sitting there like, oh, man, it's me. Okay, all right, let's get going tonight. All right.
You gotta start the night off.
That
with
was
some funny
good,
stuff.
Travis.
Yeah,
that was
Already
good.
late.
Anyway, welcome to another episode of BillsAholic Pod. I'm over here on an island. I got Chris to the left of me and John to the left of him.
And Tank off to the left of us.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. How about it? Travis?
Chris, no dogs. Gotta
No,
love it.
no, we stopped doing that.
After some
we
backlash.
couldn't take the heat over here anymore. It just started to
He
get
had to
too
get out the
much.
kitchen.
I for one took some heat in the comments that night, and then to go home to get a text from Martin about my dogs was just a little bit uncalled for. So I won't make that mistake again.
Yeah.
But Travis, we're a minute and 48 seconds into the podcast tonight, and it hasn't been brought up yet. We had like this crazy jump of subscribers over the last 24 hours. You made that post this morning saying we hit 400 subscribers, and then probably 4 hours later we hit 500 subscribers.
Yeah.
So shout out to the boys, man. 500 subscribers. Thank you for everybody that subscribed. That was nuts. That was like an absolute nuts jump right there. So
Last night we were going back and forth. 255 last night. And I texted Chris back. I said, hey, don't be shocked if we go back or we wake up in the morning and it's like 10 to 15 more subscribers. We wake up and it's 97 more subscribers when we wake up. I was like, wow. I rubbed my eyes. I was like, because I just woke up. I was like, am I seeing this right? No, it was phenomenal.
it was nuts. John was like 500 what?
Boys, I was driving. I had no clue.
I was off today, so I had plenty of time.
I hear you.
500 what? What are we talking about? And then you were like, oh shit.
Didn't know until McKenna told me. Can't
Oh
lie.
shit.
It was
But shout out to y'all. Shout out to Emerge.
Yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
Pretty sick, man.
Yeah, shout out to Emerge. Let's give Emerge some love, man. Let's give the guys behind the scenes some love here. Tank, for the work you do over there, brother, over at the table off to the left of us. Remember, we made that clear. He's off to the left of us over here.
Chris is to my left, John's to his left, Tank's to his left.
Far left.
Far left.
Yeah, he's
Far left.
he's-
Won't be too soon, though.
No, yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. We had some word that potentially we might be getting new. We might be breaking in the new setup next week.
Oh yeah.
We'll see. We're excited for that. It looks crazy. Maybe we'll have to update it for our socials just to kind of
Get a little behind the scenes.
get a little behind the scenes because it is. We talked about that last week. We were like, do we do it? We have to do it, I think, because then we can put it in our memories and we can remember it down the line. So that room. It looks legit. I'm excited to show everybody, and I'm excited for what we can do in there. We got 5 people in here now.
Yeah.
Travis, I'm getting a little nervous. 5 people.
5.
I'm not getting nervous.
Come on, man. It's bullshit.
One more shout out, man.
To Moranto?
Moranto and Tank graduated.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Let's give him a round of applause. Let's go.
Appreciate the love, fellas.
Yes,
My man
sir.
John was there in the building. I had no idea. First and foremost, I'm sitting there. I get back from walking the stage, get a text from the BillsAholic group chat. Shout out Tank, man. Just seen this guy graduate. I was like, oh, maybe he tuned into the stream. Shout out John. And then he was just like, nah, I've seen it live.
There you go.
Shout out John, man.
Live
Took
and
the
in
trip.
was
color,
there.
In
baby.
the flesh. He was there. Secretly, he was there for you.
Secret. Yeah, I
He was there
appreciate
for
that,
you.
John.
He didn't want to tell you. He
Had
didn't
no
wanna tell you.
clue he even went to Oswego. So
Yeah, what was
Yo, and not even the fact that he was at the graduation itself. On the way back, ran into this motherfucker at Shake Shack, bro. Out of all the service areas on the way back home,
I figured out why. It's the first service area.
it's the first one.
That's why.
Literally, I told my my mom and my fiance, my brother and his girlfriend, we're taking the first pit stop home. I don't care what it is.
Yep.
Shake Shack, sure. Never had it before. It turned out to be pretty decent.
Not
But,
bad.
Yeah, literally, I'm sitting there, like literally right by the door. All I see is the Bills hoodie walking. I'm like, dude, I can't get away from this fucking guy. So shout out, man. Yeah,
No, that was pretty
cool.
crazy. That was super crazy, man. But congratulations. So
Thank you,
There
thank you.
you go, man. There you go. That's gotta feel electric to graduate from college.
Dude, it didn't hit me until like literally I got back from my seat after walking the stage, giving my tribal chiefs the acknowledgement. You know what I mean? But as soon as I sat down, I had it in my hands. I'm like, I don't got to do no papers anymore. Are you kidding me? This is it.
Yeah.
This is all in my hands. This is all I was working for right here.
You're
So
done, bro.
very proud, very proud.
It's over. Yeah, dude, we're proud of you over here at the BillsAholic Pod, man.
Proud of you guys, man.
Thank you.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be able to do the behind the scenes work for you guys, and it won't be nothing without the three guys on the set. So you know what I mean. It's all hand to hand, but first and foremost, you guys are the ones in the content itself. So pat yourselves on the back for that. It came a long way from the Bills. What was the original called?
Bills with the boys. Man.
Billsing with the boys.
Bills with the boys, doing it on Spotify at
Literally.
a computer. No, but you know what? Like that's just where you kind of come from, right? Like you it's like those
From the ground up.
I would say from the ground up. You learn as like you get those experiences, right? Like we love doing that. We love doing it with Ben. It was awesome.
picked me up from the
was-
fucking street.
Absolutely enjoyed it. And then you know we go into free agency. We pick up John, we pick up Peretti,
That's right.
and we haven't looked back since, man. We haven't looked back since. But that was, dude. Like you look back on that, and like that was one of the coolest feelings too. Was when we used to record those. I remember how that. I don't even know if we really talked about how that started though. Like none of this would have started had we just not. We went to the Colts Bills preseason game, and we're sitting there on the way home, and we're just like, dude, let's start up a fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Like, let's just start up a podcast when we go home. Let's talk about what we see on the field, and then it kind of just went on. Well, we took that season break and then came back last season, but
We upgraded some things.
big time, man.
Big time. Look at us
time.
now.
I know this is crazy. We got a set. We got cameras.
Yeah.
Bro.
So originally, like when Travis mentioned that you guys wanted to start the podcast and everything, and originally you guys were just wanted to do it on your own at home. So
Bill's in the basement.
I was
Or
sitting
Bill's
there, I'm
behind the
like-
bar.
I was like, yeah, Bill's behind the bar, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, I don't know if they realize like all the stuff that goes actually into like getting the setup for the podcast. So I was just I'll send them the equipment list. anyway.
We
I'm just
realize
like,
it now.
Yeah, and I think as soon as you guys seen the list, I already knew in the back of my head, I'm like, they're going to be better off just at a merge. It's going to be more convenient for them and all the resources. They literally just got to create the show notes and show up and just be themselves and not worry about really nothing else other than posting the content. But
I mean, you're so right about that. Like, I mean, we wanted to do it in that setup, and then he talked about it. He was like, dude, I think we should just consider this. And then you sent us that list, and I was like, dude, there is no considering. We just got to do it, brother. Like, that's a lot of money, and not to mention, dude, like you're like with all this equipment, that's work that like we don't even know the first thing about. Like
exactly.
Couldn't tell you the
So
first
it's not
thing
even
about
like you got to buy you got to like take the time to learn how to use it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's a lot.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's. I give all the props to you guys, man, because you guys. I know you say like obviously we get up on here and we talk about what we talk about, but you guys make it happen, man. I mean, if we could show what the room looks like, we got so many different cameras,
We got
lighting,
cords everywhere.
Like this, the amount of technology we have in this room and what we have at our fingertips now because of. Shout out to Maranto. I know he just stepped out of the building, but like because of what he's, I guess, created for us and the ability to what we're able to do is just we're so excited, dude. Like we talk about it every ride up here, like the amount of content that we're gonna be able to bring to the channel. I mean, we have a lot in the works, but what we can do out of this building is gonna be nice.
So the options are going to be endless. Like we were literally just before we came on because the reason why we started off late today was because another podcast was using the space. We won't be running into those issues anytime soon. Like you said, your new room is going to be set up and everything. So there's like right now still only temporary podcast set, but literally before we started the show, we're outside throwing a football, like just to do random shit like that, to have content like that, the cornhole, like we talked about, maybe some collaborations with the different football podcasts, have like tournament or something. So watch parties, the lobby is coming out like crazy. Like,
I know, dude.
Rich and Christian put a lot of work in Jack as well, getting that set up. It's really coming along. It's just such a short period of time, but
I know, like when I hear like the watch party idea, it makes me think like I'm like, dude, like
Drop the schedule.
Like,
Come on.
I was gonna say drop the schedule, and we gotta just select some games that maybe like we're live and we're watching the games or something. Because what we could do with that. I mean, I don't want to leak too much what we got going on, but we have some things in the work that we got some ideas past you for sure.
Yep.
And then let's catch up on some of these comments. We got McKenna in the comments. We see Tank everywhere.
The mall 3 hours away in Oswego and Random Ass Kiss.
And then we got our boy Casey. Man, I'm trying to play catch with the football.
Come on out, Casey.
All right.
We got lights in the back lot. Come on.
Let's make it happen.
You'll be on the podcast another day for sure.
We got to get Casey up in here in this brand new building. He hasn't seen the new building yet. Huh?
He's gonna be blown away, bro.
Was he at the last episode?
Last episode.
Building,
Yep.
That's special. That's something
I'm
to
not
look
gonna
to.
lie to you. He's got to be the first one in the new one.
He
Next
does.
week or the week after, whenever it opens.
He does. I mean, yeah. Hey, Casey.
I would just
you
love
heard
his
that.
reaction.
You heard that,
Right.
Casey. If
He just has
We
good
might-
vibes about everything.
we might need to bring you in next
Imagine he walks to the front door. He's like, "Wow,
What a beautiful.
this is so dope, guys. Thank you for bringing me here."
Tank, how
How
much
much,
money?
how much money do I owe you guys?
Dude, I love
Ask Marantha how much I owe him for this building.
I love Casey, dude.
Just for stepping in there.
I love Casey. He's such a good time.
He
He's
is,
such a
dude.
good vibe.
He is
Yeah,
a good
sure.
vibe. He is a good vibe. Nah,
Hey,
but
Casey, if you're out there, OH.
shout out. I mean, it even starts with everybody that tunes in, dude. Like everybody that tunes in every night. Obviously, we're gonna get into some Bills talk here soon. But if you're in here, I mean, we appreciate you. It's nothing but love from us. I mean, dude, the amount of support we got over the last couple of months, especially lately, like even like you look back to the last couple of podcasts where we had Nate Geary on, Sal Capaccio on, and dude, we're like, it feels good, man. It feels good. A lot of support.
We're getting our name
a lot
out
of
there.
love, for sure. Travis, we had that one interesting comment. The reason I want to bring it up is because right over here behind me, we got those Flutie Flakes to the right of me over here.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you guys heard. Well, I don't know if you guys saw the comment, but we had like the creator of the Flutie Flakes box comment on it. And
Yeah.
he was like, "Dude, nice. That's badass that you guys got the box in your set." He's like, "I created those boxes."
That's pretty
I was
awesome.
like, "That's kind of sick. That's kind of sick." I don't even remember.
Let me
how we
go
got
see-
these
let me go
boxes.
see what
I
his
think
name
Rancho
was.
helped us with them, but dude, I've always like, because like for the longest time, I mean, my grandpa had like, I can remember just walking into his house and he just had it sitting there, and I was just like, "How the fuck does he got what are like?" And when I was younger, I was like, "What are Flutie Flakes, bro?" Like, and then now it's just these are sick, dude. These are sick.
His name's Ty Ballo. Just commented on. He goes, "Love the Flutie Flakes in the background. I created these for Doug."
Not a question.
Shout out to you,
Did
man.
he hit us with a follow?
I don't think. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. Yeah,
Nice.
he did.
Oh, we got the creator of the Flutie Flakes.
It says follow back. I probably should follow back.
Yeah, give him a follow. He
Yeah,
deserves it.
You gotta get him on the show, maybe.
We might. I was thinking that the
Sure.
other day.
I
We might
think
have to.
I actually think I went on his Instagram, and if I'm not mistaken, he's had some experiences. Obviously, he's
got a couple
met with
pictures
Doug
with
multiple
Diggs.
times. He's met Diggs a couple times. Who knows? He's probably if he's met those guys, I gotta assume he's probably met other guys.
Wonder if he's in the works for something else.
BillsAholic Flakes.
Billow Flakes.
Billow Flakes.
We might just have to just get him on.
Wait a second. We
Y'all might
hit
be
him
on
up.
to something.
We might need to hit him up. BillsAholic Flakes. Let's go, bro. Coming to a store near you. Let's go.
Wegmans?
Go. Wegmans. Get at us. Come on.
Yeah.
We need-
We'll be right next to Keon's Cookies.
There you go. Keon's Cookies. And
You know
BillsAholic
they're covered at
Flakes.
some
They
point.
got to.
They're covered.
They got to, dude. He'll have that in the works. He'll have that in the works. Speaking of Keon Coleman,
Did you hear real quick? Did you hear about his nicknames? You got the Agent Zero,
yeah,
That-
seen Agent Zero.
and then there's
I think that's
also
kinda badass.
there's also one floating around, Cookie Coleman.
I'm gonna go with Agent Zero, bro.
No, you don't like Cookie Coleman?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. Cookie Coleman's kind of clean.
It is clean.
That's
but
good. That rings a little bit.
you know who that
Too
kind of
close to Cookie Gilchrist.
Cookie Gilchrist. I
get
can't
it.
take away from Cookie Gilchrist.
Can't
No,
do it.
I get it.
I need Agent Zero. I haven't heard of an Agent Zero from the Bills. I don't.
Shit, it was supposed to be Naeem, bro.
It was supposed to be Naeem.
Yeah, on the Browns.
Jet ski.
Tell him to get off the jet ski.
It wasn't even his fault.
Yeah, he was just.
So he says.
He was just sitting there. They ran into him.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Come on, John.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, what
And
else?
we won't actually.
We'll never,
Yeah,
we'll
we
never
won't.
know. We'll never know.
Well, what did you have to
No,
say?
I was gonna say. So I don't know if you guys caught any videos. I hope you guys did about the Keon Coleman, just like how we looked in rookie minicamp. Dude, it's just so exciting to see like those guys out in the field, like seeing Keon Coleman on the field, seeing Cole Bishop on the field. It's definitely exciting. I heard Keon Coleman made a couple of nice plays and some 7-on-7s. Obviously, you don't. Who cares about 7-on-7?
Right.
I mean, when you got real in-game action, that's kind of where it matters, right? But it's nice, dude, because you can. Obviously, we got a little bit of a gap here. This is kind of where we're in the lull point for the next, what do you say, like month and a half, 2 months before we hit training camp, and then we hit preseason. But we're right around the corner, boys. We're right around the corner.
Almost there.
Getting to that point where it's almost training camp, and those talks will start, and then we'll start seeing stuff from St. John Fisher, and I'm beyond excited. Beyond excited.
Let's get in right to it. MVS. That's
Fuck yeah.
I'm hyped about that one.
This was my guy the whole time. I don't know if I said it on the pod, but I have text message proof.
From Casey? With Casey?
No, from my boy Josh at the gym.
Uh-huh.
I told him, I can't say that on here. I was yelling at him. No, nothing crazy, but I was yelling at him because he was like, MVS sucks, blah, 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 this, that, the other. I told him, I swear, dude, just go get your jersey now, blah, 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 whatever.
He was the hottest free agent.
I wouldn't say he was the hottest free agent.
Right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
Left on the market.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the better wide receivers left on the market for sure.
I think he's the best for the Bills. We don't have an outside burner. He's an outside burner. I mean, yes, he has drop problems, but
Guess how tall he is.
he's 6'3".
Bean has a type this offseason.
Which, yes, that's true.
I mean, all of our guys are tall, but that guy right there, he's right. That's your perfect. You put him on the outside.
I get it.
He's your vertical
He
guy.
has
And also
the wrong body type. He shouldn't be 6'3".
Right. He doesn't play like he's 6'3".
No, he plays as a burner.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody points right to his his catch percentage, but it's the same thing we talked about with Gabe Davis. Is his average yard per target is well over 15 yards. Nobody's catch percentage is good.
I don't know if you guys saw the tweet, but they did a comparison between MVS and Gabe Davis.
Yes,
and MVS, are you quoting that?
No.
That tweet? Well, MVS, I think he was right with Gabe, or he was beating him in the categories. So he's 29.
No, you have it backwards.
Oh, it's backwards?
MVS was number 1 in like the worst completion percentage.
Right.
Gabe was 3.
Oh, okay.
So technically MVS was worse.
Okay.
Whatever. Who cares?
We got him for 1 year,
What a
3.5.
friendly deal too.
Mhm.
Like is what's it, a 1 year, $4 million deal or
It's
3?
up
I think
Up to.
I think it's
so. I'll break down real quick.
his base is 1.
His okay, yeah. So his contract it's got $2.5 million in incentives. The way it works is if he gets 25 catches, that's $250K. 40 catches is $250. Well, another $250 on top of that. And if he hits 55 catches, it's another $250 on top of that. As far as yards goes, 350 is 250,000. 550 yards would be another 250 on top of that. 750 yards would be another 250 on top of that. And touchdowns, if he gets 3, that's 250. 5 is another 250 on top of that, and 7 is another 250 on top of that. And he also gets $1.125 million as a signing bonus as a part of the deal. So very team friendly, if you have to ask me.
Yeah. Now, where do you rank him in the wide receiver depth chart?
4.
4?
Yeah.
Between. I was trying to
We love word fuck ups here.
I was going between behind and between.
Yeah.
So I'll go between the obvious 3, Coleman, Curtis, and
Mhm.
Shakir. So you're 4?
I
Okay.
like that, though.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like the field stretcher and the
Not in order. I would say Coleman, Shakir, Samuel. I think MVS is your 4.
I respect that.
And I think they're only going to keep 5 on the active, maybe 6. But I have Mac Hollins, and if they keep 6, give me Tyrell Shavers.
Okay. All right. A little backstory about the Tyrell Shavers is he's been an OG Tyrell Shavers.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mind him in the preseason.
I remember sitting there and he was just like, that guy's got something.
Well,
man.
I called his first touchdown. I'm like, watch out for Shavers here. Catches a touchdown. Then I remember we're sitting in your seats. They're heading towards the scoreboard. And who was playing quarterback at the time? Was that Barkley in there?
Probably.
Throws it right down the seam, and he gets dragged down. And I said he was going to score again. And it was a PI, but
I'm gonna tell you right
that's
now,
my guy.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you and McKenna probably definitely got 2 tickets to the first preseason game just so I can sit next to you and do that.
Yeah.
We can talk about Tyrell Shavers.
He's my guy, dude. I don't know.
I can get.
I'm
you
not a
guys 2
scout.
tickets.
I don't know exactly what I see, but I see something.
I like
Yeah,
Tyrell.
you-
I don't
see
mind
it.
him at all.
You guys, just because of if McKenna's in here, just because of the love for Tyrell Shavers, you guys got 2 free tickets locked to the Bills preseason game.
Dude,
I
I'm
promise
telling
you.
you,
That. We'll
I-
figure out tomorrow when that is.
I need somehow, some way for him to make the team.
He better just for you, bro. I don't.
Right.
If let's be honest, if he ever had a chance of making the 53-man roster last
It's-
year, would have been a little bit harder.
Oh,
This year,
yeah.
it's there. Like,
It's so
there.
wide
It's open. It's open.
I mean-
After the first 4, it's open.
Truthfully,
Arguably, the first 3 are only locked.
yeah.
You're right
Because
about
like
that.
Shorter, Hamler. I mean, they have what's it, Dante Johnson or Deontay?
No, I think it.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't think I know who you're talking about. to be honest.
Sounds
just saw
sounds
the-
like practice squad to me.
He was, but like
I got you.
Was he that UDFA this year?
he was on the practice squad last year.
So wide receivers is Curtis Samuel, Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir,
Thompson,
Matt
Brian
Collins,
Thompson.
Marquez Valdez Scantling,
Oh,
Justin
Deion.
Shorter, Andy Isabella, Tyrell Shavers, KJ Hamler, Chase Claypool, Quintez Cephas, Brian Thompson, Xavier
There he
Johnson,
is.
and
That guy.
Lawrence Keys.
Lawrence Keys too.
That's
Yeah.
this year.
Dude, it's a toss up. The interesting thing, you had asked earlier, like in our group chat, how many wide receivers do you think they're going to keep? Depending on how they play the kickoff, if you can get off a block and tackle, you're going to make the team. So that kind of leads me to believe they might keep 6, but I'm going to lean more towards I think they keep 5. Just because I got a feeling they're keeping 3 tight ends.
Yeah, no, I
can
agree.
get behind
agree on
that.
the tight ends. The tight ends, I think, are Kincaid.
I have a lot.
Knox,
I have a
and
lot of
Morris.
love for Quentin Morris. I really do.
Mhm.
Well, he's
He shows up whenever he gets the ball.
He's a special teamer though too.
That too. He's just always.
You want linebackers, tight ends, and bigger receivers are going to be your kick defense unit.
Yeah.
So, hey man, we'll see.
Yeah, I think Quentin Morris and Reggie Gilliam have a special slot on this roster just because of that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think
sledgehammer boy.
I mean returner too. You do have to look at returner. That could easily be one of these receivers too,
Hey,
whether it's kick or punt.
Daquan Hardy,
I like
Yeah.
Daquan Hardy a lot.
maybe
Hmm.
I was
low
just
risk,
watching-
high reward.
I was just watching more about Daquan Hardy yesterday, and I do like what he brings. I just think he's going to be one of those guys that being drafted late in the cornerback room that just
Mhm.
thrives in this Bills defense. He's got the tangibles. Like he's solid, but like you just look like these guys that Bean takes a shot on in these late rounds. I mean, the coach, and it's all a credit to the coaching staff, right? Like Sean McDermott. I mean, obviously what he's brought over the last 7-8 years to the squad as far as like defensive knowledge. Then you got Bobby Babich, bro. Like Bobby Babich is key to a lot of these guys' success as far as developing. And now he's obviously the defensive coordinator. So I like Daquan Hardy's odds of one making the 53, but I think being an effective corner for the
Mhm.
Bills.
I think he actually makes the 53 because you only have 3 corners right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I can run through those real quick if you want. That's Teron Johnson, Rasul Douglas, Christian Benford, Kyrie Elam, Jamarcus Ingram, Kyron Brown, Daquan Hardy. You got Ja'Cory Couch and Ken H. Lovely.
Yeah, I mean, dude, your cornerback room is wide open.
Daquan,
I
he
would
also-
love to see Elam step up and kind of demand a role, but
Now, the reason why I think Daquan has a higher leverage, because he can, like I mentioned last podcast, he can also go into that slot role. Obviously, that's Teron Johnson's role, as it should be, but he can slide outside and slot. So it's one of those versatile players that Bean and Sean McDermott love to keep around.
well, my favorite player on the team is still there, though, right?
What's that? Don't you fucking...
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get what you're
He's
saying.
technically the backup in slot.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, even though he shouldn't.
I agree.
They got him listed on the safety spot.
Won't even say his name.
Did he? Is he a UB product?
I would think, yeah.
Did he almost get an ass kicked?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
one
That guy.
while we're just on the obviously the topic of talking about these positional groups and stuff like that, looking at this, I will say, I know me and you talked last year about this, and I remember you saying last year was one of your favorite off seasons from the Bills, and rightfully so. You looked on paper, I thought it was a solid one. I'm gonna say right now, I think this is one of my favorite off seasons Brandon Bean has put together.
I'll back you up on that for the second year in a row.
And I'm gonna say that because look, I mean, we're beating a dead horse at this point when we talk about like the whole Stephon Diggs getting traded thing. But what that opens up in the future as far as clearing up money, I like. But dude, like the wide receiver core, I like it. We're a lot younger than what we really were. There's a lot more opportunity there. Obviously, it looks a little bit different, and I would probably say that that's the land of misfit toys right now as far as what it looks like. We'll see. I'm hoping a lot of these guys we've acquired is another man's trash, another man's treasure kind of thing. But I want to highlight one side of the ball, and that's on the defense, and that's the interior defensive line. I think this might be the best interior defensive line that Brandon Beane's had on his tenure as a Bill. The Bills general manager. Having Ed Oliver, obviously, that's Ed Oliver. Daquan Jones retaining him. Austin Johnson, I like.
Daquan's boy.
I like. Dwayne Carter. I know that was not the sexy pick. That was not the sexy pick. There was guys there that I think all three of us would have rather had at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, I think he's one of the more NFL ready interior defensive linemen. I'm super excited about him. And then you got our boy Eli Anaku. He's been chilling. He's been chilling here for a long time. And
he's been back and forth.
Guys, that I'm sure those last three guys that we just talked about, Eli, and then we got Rondell Bothroyd, and then Branson Dean. I'm sure those last three guys. Eli's probably a practice squad guy, and then the last two guys I mentioned don't make the 53.
Yeah.
I'm curious to like. There's a lot riding, right? There's a lot riding on where we are this offseason, and we've made some moves some people don't agree with. But as far as what we've done and where we've acquired some younger talent, I'm just super excited, dude. Like I'm super excited for what this year looks like and what the next couple of years look like as money frees up and stuff like that. So I'm a fan of the offseason. Who y'all talking about better?
Better not be number 3.
Oh, we're not. I don't.
No,
not about D-Ham.
No,
but
definitely not him.
Damar Hamlin. I mean, that's not a guy that I'm going to say is like who I feel comfortable being a safety the whole year, but he did it. And I mean, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but he's definitely not a terrible backup. We were referring to Cam Lewis. That's the guy that got my ass kicked. Well, almost got my ass kicked against the Minnesota Vikings.
I just don't like him.
I told Chris 2 years ago I don't like Cam Lewis. He needs to pull off the team.
I don't have it. You know what's funny about that is other than that play against the Vikings, yes, there's other things that like I scratch my head about. I don't mind Cam Lewis though. Like I like that he's a cheap contract, that he can step in and he can play nickel, he can play the safety position. Like I like that about him. Clearly Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott love that about him because he's stuck around through some pretty interesting events, such as the one that we talked about against Minnesota. That I feel like that would be just bat the fucking ball down, bro. Like
you're going up against Justin fucking Jefferson. What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, it is. Hey man, as we're talking about some the rookie minute cap and whatnot, as you guys know, rookie minute cap, you can pretty much go and try out.
Are you leading where I think you're leading?
Linebacker?
Joe Andreessen, man.
Lancaster legend.
I actually, when I heard that they signed him to be on the technically 91 because we have that other guy. I'm like, man, that name really sounds familiar. And I still have my Huddle account active. I know I have, 37 hours of film in there.
You played against him?
I was a film junkie. Yeah. I have a folder in there with his name on it. He was by far the most athletic kid I ever played against. Mm-hmm. He played linebacker and he was damn good at it. And he actually also played running back / fullback in the red zone. And he was a fucking tank. So
that's a tank.
Bigger than that tank.
Oh,
no offense.
He's in the NFL. I'm not.
That's right.
But there's different kind of tanks.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man.
This is fair.
I'm pulling for him, dude.
Because he had a good tryout.
Is that our Christian Wade?
He's my guy this year, man. He doesn't remember me one bit, but I watched 3 hours of film on him.
Shavers, bro. He's your shavers on the defensive
yes.
side of the ball.
Yeah, I kid you not. I had clips in there of him shooting gaps, everything. Because at the time I played fullback and linebacker, so I had to deal with him on both sides of the ball, which was not fun. The dude hit like a fucking
first
rock.
off, playing Lancaster every year was always not fun.
No, we gave him a game though.
Did you guys?
We made him fumble. We didn't get it, but he fumbled. But no, dude, just shout out to him. I mean, that's crazy Western New York native,
UB?
played at UB, and I'm just gonna say it first and foremost, dude. That the dude was fucking good in high school. I know it's just high school, but hey, shout out to Andreessen,
Clearly,
man.
it worked out for him.
I was gonna say that's badass to have a little insight like that. That line, and I feel bad for him, right? Because like he actually had a really solid minicamp. It's funny you mentioned that because watching kind of the news and stuff like that, and watching videos on YouTube, like he actually was one of the guys that shined this past week. And he's just in a spot where he's got a lot of guys to compete with, right?
Veterans.
I mean, you got obviously your main two is Matt Milano and Terrell Bernard. Those are your main two. But then you got Dorian Williams, you got Balin Spector, Nicholas Morrow. I think Nicholas Morrow, he just brings a little bit more special teams ability. So
veteran leadership.
Veteran leadership.
Deion Jones.
You got the Deion Jones signing.
Veteran leadership.
So there's veteran leadership there. And with that rookie, I'm gonna butcher his name, but Adefan Ulufosho.
Yeah.
And then you got.
I think you got it right.
Pretty damn close.
So like he's. You know what? If he comes out of that gauntlet, all the power to him. I'm rooting for him. Especially after he's that local kid, like John said, and the guy shined. Like he did shine in minicamp, and that's gonna fare well for him going into OTAs.
Very smart football player.
Yeah, so I'm excited for OTAs, man. I'm excited for clips to come on. I keep playing this in my head, like let this podcast keep growing and let this keep growing. I want us to get invited to like OTAs so bad, stuff like that, and training camp so bad, like all the other media people do, like.
There was Sal.
So bad, man. I just want to be standing there with Sal and be like, Sal, what'd you think about that play, bro? I'd be like, yo, you do a funny Sal impersonation over there.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Sal Capacho.
Sal Capacho.
Thanks for having me on the BillsAholic pod. Tang! What's up, man? Nice southern accent.
Yo, that's so funny.
Really? You're straight from the falls.
Dude.
I had no idea.
Can we talk about how loaded we are on the offensive line?
Dude, it's fucking disgusting.
Feel bad for Travis Clayton.
Yeah.
Like, not the easiest team to make the 53-man roster. Huh?
Why, man?
Oh,
He basically has a practice squad spot. They're gonna keep him. It doesn't hurt
God,
you.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. He's not leaving Buffalo, New York, right? Like we'll make that very clear. But as far as like, again, like yeah, okay, we moved on from Mitch Morse. Everybody was kind of talking about we don't know what that looks like yet. And then we also moved on from Rick. We call him Rick Bates, but it was Ryan Bates. So now that leaves. I mean, I'm gonna have to drink. I'm gonna have to chug the water after I go through this list. But on the offensive line, you got your main guys: Deion Dawkins, Spencer Brown, Connor McGovern, Cybo, David Edwards, Alil Collins, Brian Vandermark, Alec Anderson, Cedric Van Pran Granger.
I like that dude.
Will Clapp, Tommy Doyle.
Will Clapp.
Will Clapp. Yeah, you'd wish if Reed Ferguson would have just let go of that number 69 and would have gave it to Will Clapp, that'd have been elite. Tommy Doyle. I think this guy's a rookie too, right? Richard Garage?
Last year.
Okay. Kevin Jarvis, Tylen Grable, Travis Clayton, our boy Keaton Bills.
That is fucking the fact that he's got number 62.
Keaton Bills. Let's go.
That's awesome.
Gunnar Britton and Mike Edwards, the offensive lineman, fellas, not Mike Edwards, the safety. We got two Mike Edwards this year. Only one of them is probably making the 53. Let you figure out which one that might be.
It's
10
offensive linemen this year, probably 9, 10 in that range.
You're definitely in that 9, 10 range. I mean, you obviously got to keep more offensive linemen than defensive linemen, and especially
right.
We don't got to talk about the D line.
Yeah.
We know what the Bills like to do on the D line, the rotation. I don't even want to get into the defense.
I think every spot but left tackle and right guard, it's all up for grabs. I mean, McGovern will play whether it's center or guard, but that's all up for grabs. I think Spencer Brown, I think that spot's up for grabs. If Spencer Brown just comes in and does exactly what he did last year during OTAs and minicamp, he'll be your starting right tackle. If he doesn't, you're sitting the bench with all the what happened?
I could see those messages.
Brendan's
popping up
talking
on my
shit to
phone,
me.
Yeah.
What happened?
So Brendan Bingaman, he's been scrolling up on our stories. He's been going up on him, and he's been like, hyping us up. And I looked yesterday, and I saw that I had one request, and I was like, oh, who's texting me? And Brendan slid up on your stories. He slid up on the past 2 from last week. I just saw him now, and he's just fucking talking shit.
Yeah, and I'm getting the messages. I'm over here like, what the hell is going on?
Nice.
Good for Reggie Gilliam, man. He's the only fullback on the roster. He doesn't got to worry about competing with nobody. Good for him.
What were you saying though, John? I'm sorry.
I don't remember.
You were talking about the offensive line.
There's going to be 5 starters. Yeah, I forgot where I was.
Left guard and right tackle are the only ones up for grabs.
Sure.
You were saying something like that. I couldn't
Yeah,
remember.
Yeah, I don't
you
remember,
were
dude.
saying something about that. Yeah. Who were the one? Okay, so there was 2 quarterbacks at minicamp. One I think was a real rookie, and then the other one I think was Jacob Eason.
Jacob Eason. Thanks, guy.
I guess.
Apparently, he didn't get anything.
He didn't get a call back
after that because we still only got 3 quarterbacks on the roster. Got this guy named Josh Allen. Not sure if he's making the 53.
Probably not.
And then Mitch Trubisky. And
Oh, what a guy, Mitch
Shane,
Trubisky.
Shane something from Kansas City.
Hey, I heard he's a good kid.
Well, he might be. He's a good practice squad guy.
He was in Mahomes' room for a little bit. Came over here. Hey,
Speaking of, like, I want to pick your guys' brain about this. What it was, John Perry.
Yes,
I also had that down.
Hired by the Bills.
Took my thunder.
As what does it say on there? As an officiating
I don't even know how to say the name.
liaison.
Yeah,
I didn't want to butcher it.
I heard Matt Beauvais talking about it. I think, you know what, the Bills were now the first team to do this, so this might be a move you actually see a little bit more. I was hearing that like this, the Bills might have just started something potentially that this might be something you see.
So what I got out of it and what I was reading is this going to be a guy that's always in Sean McDermott's ear
about
and
challenges
and go on play by play and like point him in the direction of what the referees are.
So that's what I thought, but I went back to listen to Sal on his 550 show, and every team already has a group of guys that sit there and do that. So I think.
Oh, we just had to stick with the program, I guess.
What do you mean?
Oh wait, no. Every team you said had
Pretty much every team has,
but this is
at
the
least
first
one person.
Oh, okay.
That not former referees, but somebody that sits there and watches the replays and will say like, "Hey, this is worth it."
I gotcha.
What I get out of this is all the rule changes. What can you do? What can't you do on kickoffs and whatnot? And I would assume he's going to be up in the booth, but I feel like it's kind of hard from a former referee to make that quick kind of, yeah, you should challenge that just because they see it different. But on the other hand, they see it different. So maybe, I don't know, maybe he has a say in that. But for me, I think this is more just like training, like a lot of training camp and all that. He's going to be kind of the main guy, like, hey, this is what you can and cannot do. But I think the possibilities with this are kind of in McDermott's favor, just because, I mean, his challenge history is poor.
It's terrible.
So having another guy, especially a former referee, sitting next to your guys that already do that, it can only help.
I agree. I think it's a beneficial move. It was interesting because, like, at first, like, the news broke and I was like, dude, what the hell does that even mean?
Yeah.
Like, clearly.
I wanted one of you guys to say his position because I didn't want to butcher it.
Liaison.
I thought it was like liaison.
All right.
Close. Good enough.
I'm glad you didn't say that because I definitely would have started laughing. It's okay.
Just like the one on the reel.
Ha ha ha.
Can we just take a second and just like I was
actually wondering if that was going to get more like attention. It's
just because of that laugh.
Just kind of slid under the carpet there.
I was walking my route as Tink sent it, and I was like, the only thing that stuck out that whole entire reel was the last part when you were just laughing. I was like, are we just gonna ignore Chris's laugh?
Jack would be so upset that you just said that. He'd be like, he's convinced. My boy Jack is convinced that he's the reason we gained all these subscribers the last like 24 hours, and that he should be held to some compensation for the success. But then he dropped it after a while. I was like, you know what? I don't want any compensation, Chris. I just want you to admit that I'm the reason you guys went up subscribers. I was like, Jack.
Hey, to his point, y'all didn't have those extra 200 something before he came on.
This is fair.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
This is fair.
He has a solid argument.
This is fair. Jack, I do love when Jack comes on the pod.
He's a fun time
He's just a funny guy all around. Like he just kind of is just like that in general,
all the
on
time.
Everything.
Yeah.
Although he thought John was upset with him after last week's episode.
He did. And he was happy that got talked about in Emerge because he told me he was going to talk to me about it the next day to make sure he was like,
I love Jack,
does
man.
John just not really like me? And I was like,
John don't fuck with him.
I'm glad that got squashed.
Nah,
Relatively.
see, like when we have a guest on, especially like he was kind of hot, like he was spitting off all this stuff. I'm not gonna interrupt him.
Oh, you gotta let him go.
That's what I'm
You know?
saying. So I was chilling. I think like McKenna did say at one point, I was listening to him like this, and she was like, "Why'd you look so angry?" I'm like, "No, I was just literally just listening."
I could see why he thought you were pissed at him because a lot of the times you do just look pissed all the time.
It's just my face. I can't help
It's a
that.
resting bitch face.
He's got
That's
the
what they call
resting
it.
John face.
This just is what it is.
Yeah.
We are behind on comments.
We are a little bit behind.
Holy.
Holy moly. Yo, John. Oh, okay, yeah. When we were talking about,
I still
Oh,
can't
boy.
read shit.
Bill's gonna be under 5 primetime.
Joe
games.
Andreessen, Casey, he went to Lancaster. I played against him.
Bill's gonna be under 5 primetime games this season.
I got them.
I took the over.
Well, we set our line at 5.5, so I took the under because I think they're going to be 5.
I'm gonna take over with about 6.
Is there a max?
They're definitely about. There has to be.
I mean, the NFL's not going to put
The Bills on prime time
one
every week.
team for 10
well,
games.
so
yeah,
there's-
you're right.
So there's certainly.
But
like
there's not
that.
a
7 or
max.
8.
Well,
Is that like the max?
I would probably say
7?
I'm sure Kansas City
6 or 7, I
got
would
6
say.
or
right
7.
on there. Like I would tell you honestly, like for instance, the Bills are Thursday Night Football on week 2. Obviously, we know what primetime looks like already on week 1, but like you're not putting the Bills on anything besides Sunday football because they turn around and play on Thursday. right?
Exactly.
Like they're not going to play on Monday night.
It sounded like a Sunday 1 o'clock.
Yeah, absolutely. Jack thinks he Casey Hale or something. I'm the one who breaks all the records.
I kind of love Casey.
We got a
dude.
guest off right now.
I was just gonna say we had to put him front and center.
Oh, my.
Wow,
John
because
always-
Casey was the needle mover. You know
He
what I mean?
was.
Dude.
We just got needle movers everywhere.
Yeah, that's I love that. John always looks grumpy.
Thank you.
That's the John face.
It's just me.
Cowboys probably going to get the most.
Well, the Cowboys will always have 5 or 6 because they're America's team.
They're America's team. Man.
Speaking of Cowboys, were you heading that way too?
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, I had a question, but we could address it later.
No, you go first.
I was just gonna ask. Like, I was talking with Naughty earlier today. Like, do you consider like the Thanksgiving games prime time?
Ooh,
I would say yes because literally the whole
whole
world is
country.
watching each and every single one. But technically speaking,
It doesn't
I
get
don't
called.
think it counts. As
it
well.
doesn't get qualified. You don't think it's prime time, like in the NFL's eyes?
Right.
I think it.
I think you're probably right. They probably
So what
don't
about,
think
like-
that.
Like Thanksgiving night, is that considered prime time?
That's my question. I consider all 3 of them.
I think they all.
I
three
think
of them kinda
I
got
give
their
it.
own
I'll
way.
give it to
yeah,
you.
there's
know
an
what I
average
mean?
12, 4, 8.
Yeah.
I consider all 3.
The
That's what I'm
NFL,
saying.
the NFL probably doesn't really look at it like that, but I think, I mean, prime
Everyone's
time,
watching.
it.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how it is.
You
on
get your
prime
most
time games.
views. Yeah.
Like,
That was it.
I look at prime time being you're the only game on.
Yeah.
That's the only game on. Then that's prime time.
I agree. That was it.
So speaking of the Cowboys, Tom Brady making his
okay. We're gonna
debut. Cowboys versus
Browns.
the Browns.
What Sunday is that a 4:25 game or a 1 o'clock game?
I think it's 4.
425.
All right,
Yeah, it's the Cowboys. They're playing at 4. Who are we kidding?
gang. We're
That's
gonna
the Tom Brady time
We're
slot.
likely, I'd say, probably going to miss the call on that game. We'll catch the end of it. We're going to miss the call. I really do think the Bills probably play Sunday 1 o'clock. I couldn't see them getting any others. They're not going to get a 4:25 game, I don't think. And
No.
every other game's pretty much already ruled out. So, especially with Thursday night following right after against the Dolphins. But to my prediction, like if we're obviously we're not going to predict the whole schedule, but if I had to predict what the Bills' schedule looks like week 1, give me week 1, Cardinals Bills Sunday 1 o'clock in Buffalo, Orchard Park, home opener, season opener.
I'd love to see Marvin Harrison in person.
Yeah, I get nervous playing the Cardinals. Not because of I feel like we got a way better chance of what they were a couple years
Right.
ago, but got some PTSD
Yeah,
hanging over my head right now.
Yeah.
About that.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, what are the options? Like I thought I saw a tweet where it was like Cardinals,
just saw it.
Titans, Patriots.
Yeah, Kansas City and the Ravens are playing.
Well,
they're-
our friend Dan Mitchell, he tweeted this out an hour ago. All right, Bills are probably slotted at 1 p.m. Which opponent would you rather see? His 4 teams were Cardinals, Jags, Patriots, or Titans.
I would take the Patriots. I don't think they're going back to back in division.
He said, give me the Titans. Brand new head coach, new weapons, going to be an adjustment.
Right. I agree. I'd like the Titans, or I'd like the Cardinals or something like that. What would be? I think John's right. You probably don't get a Patriots Dolphins. Although if you do get a Patriots Dolphins, if you come out of those first 2 games 2-0, like sitting pretty on top of the division there, like that's a hell of a start, right? Like that's a hell of a start to be 2-0.
Jump. That's a hell of a lead in the division.
Then
yeah.
you also look at it could go south really fast if you lose those 2 games. So,
I know one thing. We know it's not the Jets or the Niners. So
yeah. So I think the
Or
likelihood is
KC.
probably-
or KC.
yeah, I think the likelihood is probably the Jaguars, Titans, or the Cardinals. But I think it's gonna be the Cardinals week 1.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Titans.
I think we
Week
start
1.
off against Arizona.
Putting up
Give me
40.
the Jags, man.
Yeah, get that L out early.
they always,
Wow,
they always
man.
find they just always find a way though. Like
Hey, we got there late.
yeah.
What
Let's
about the
just,
year before that?
let's just
We got there late.
Every time. I don't know what to do.
we just always arrive late. I'm so glad that we're pretty much probably, as far as traveling goes, hopefully shouldn't get screwed too bad. But I know in the wintertime we'll have to fly to Detroit because a game will get canceled in the fucking middle of the season.
Not even for the game against the Lions, just because of the damn snow.
It'll be the game against like the fucking Patriots or something in Buffalo that week. I mean, we'll just get
Snowed
moved
in.
because of the snow. So hopefully that's the only thing that we have to deal with as far as travel issues. I have
Detroit's
something
over.
funny for you though.
What's that?
And I'm sure you guys already seen this pop up. Casey says Bills London game or not. Keep us as far away from going overseas as fucking possible.
Good thing we don't have
For the
to.
love
What
of
is it?
God.
Every 8 years?
That is not a
Something
shot.
like that.
That is not a shot at any point towards you, Casey. I just want to stay so goddamn far away from that. It's not even funny. It just sets the Bills up for the way Sean McDermott wants to run his damn team.
Yeah, they won't be in London this year.
Yeah, hopefully they stay as
Yeah,
far
I
away
think they're
from
staying
London for
put
the
here
rest of
this
the
year.
time, man. I want the Bills permanently banned from London.
Mexico's probably next. Mexico City.
I'd rather
Haven't
that.
been there for a while.
I don't think the Bills have ever played a game in Mexico City.
Never.
I wouldn't
Never
think so.
ever?
Well, I think the Bills have only played in London and Toronto as far as going out of the country. We had a Toronto series for a while. I don't know if you guys remember those games.
Oh, yeah. No
I
one
think
was
the
there.
last one was Bills Seahawks versus the Legion of Boom. All right. Now for that funny thing, I hope you guys didn't see this because I'd like this to just be a funny discussion. But between the years of 1970 and 2023, I want to go through the division winners and who holds the crown for the most division wins.
I did see this, unfortunately.
I didn't see it.
Patriots are up top with 21, right?
Yeah.
I want you to take a guess at where you think the Jets lie in this list.
I think they lie.
Remember, there's 4 teams in the AFC.
I think they lie at 3. It's gonna be 2.
I'm gonna be honest
All the
with you,
way
brother.
all the way in the 4.
The Jets
Not even
are
four.
5th
They're fifth.
in AFC East history
Oh, when
for AFC East division titles.
Who was the team, Travis?
was it the Oilers?
Nope.
Close.
Quite close.
You're warm for sure.
We got one in this room.
Oh, it was the
The
Colts.
Colts.
It was the
Were an
Colts.
AFC
Travis.
team.
It was
They
the
were an
Colts.
AFC team.
Well, apparently you're
Takes
a Colt.
Colts have more AFC East titles
Fucking
than
right.
the New York Jets.
It's fucking hilarious.
Drew, he got it. He got it.
Good job, Drew.
Drew Pop. Let's go.
716.
Shout out Drew, man. The Patriots have 21 division titles. Dolphins have 14. Bills right behind them with 11. Colts have 6, and the Jets have 2.
Haven't been in the division since 2002.
You're gonna these Jets fans are gonna be in the comments, right? They'll talk about how they're the best team in the AFC East. They got Aaron Rodgers now. You're not even out of the 4 teams in the division. You're not even 4th in division titles.
That's crazy.
There's a team in the AFC South that has more AFC East titles than you. I mean, come on. And Aaron Rodgers is the answer to all your fucking problems.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
I know, dude. He got so hot.
I like the Jets.
Maybe. Hey, are you looking forward to that Week 1 matchup against that 49ers D line?
Well, yeah, I'm hoping Shaq Lawson, not Shaq Lawson, Shaq Leonard or Shaq Leonard.
Maybe a third time.
Hold on,
His first name's
Leonard Floyd.
There you go.
Jeez.
Leonard Floyd.
He wasn't our sack leader last year, nothing.
Right. I just hope maybe he
Shaq Leonard is still a free agent.
just hope maybe he just gets a sack in the first 4 plays, man. I'm not saying how that ends. Just gets a sack or something.
Oh.
I don't.
I got the Jets winning that game, believe it or not.
I hope
Already
not.
you're picking?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you gotta
We're
start,
doing
gotta start early.
2 days
man.
away, dude.
Gotta start early.
Weekly pick'ems. Let's run them. No,
Put it on the board. Do we got room?
we gotta
We'll have to do it next week.
somewhere.
Yeah, we gotta
Um,
clean that board up. We'll do it. I'll do it next week. I
love it.
promise.
Is that the board shot right there
I didn't see it.
from 450 yards away? Let's get the board shot again real quick.
Yeah, here you go.
Try to read that if you're in the comments, man. It's like us trying to read the comments.
Yeah, no cap.
No, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I hope the 49ers absolutely just steamroll the shit out of them. And it's
Nice
I
little
vary
Stanley
for-
steamer.
I vary for where I am as far as my hatred for teams in the AFC East. I absolutely despise the Miami Dolphins. I don't really despise the Patriots as much as I used to. I completely there's not a Jets fan in this world that I could ever have a little bit of respect for. Besides Mr.
Damn.
fucking Channon. Mr. Channon.
Not
Mr.
your
Chin.
ordinary
Not
self.
your ordinary self. Mr. Channon.
Saltwater test.
Saltwater taffy. No, that's the only guy that gets some love for me is Mr. Channon. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, the Jets, dude, you've won 2 division titles. Okay, fine.
Facts, Casey. I know.
You've got to.
I still can't read.
He said we dominate the Jets. I'm assuming. That's what it says.
No, it says Mr. Channon's Jets.
Where?
That's awesome.
No.
That's awesome.
I love that so much for this podcast.
I was close.
Mr. Channon's.
Okay,
Jets.
now read it as we dominate Jets. It kinda looks
Well, I
like-
think as
It
Bills
does.
fans, we just read it like that because it's true.
That's what I'm saying. That's why. Why are you so mad?
Oh, dude, because it's
You can't be-
no,
listen,
You
listen,
gotta hear
though.
me out.
So
I
you're
love
mad
being
at
on
the
an island
fans.
over here.
No, not really.
I'm an
You
island
just told me you don't
boy.
respect them.
I don't respect them because they think Aaron Rodgers is the answer to their problems. I don't like
Well,
Aaron Rodgers.
when you have like 500 problems, you grasp onto what you got there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
I feel bad for them, dude. They fucking stink.
Mr. Channon's Jets.
That one says we dominate.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay,
Casey.
All right.
That was there the whole time.
It's not like, dude. It's just because I don't like Aaron Rodgers, bro. I don't
Got
like
nothing
Aaron
wrong.
Rodgers.
I don't care.
You don't mind Aaron Rodgers?
I don't care.
Nothing pisses me off more than him, dude.
People get
he's
so mad.
He's self-centered, bro. He might be the most self-centered quarterback in the whole National Football League.
Maybe he does it
I
for
can
fans
think
like
of
you.
one more.
Who's more self-centered than Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe.
Because like he spent all of that
Yeah.
time after he tore his Achilles talking about how I'm back with the boys, I'm practicing, I'm throwing the football around, and dude, and led people. Okay, us logical people realized there was no fucking way he was stepping back
Yeah.
on the football field and playing football, right? Last season.
Well, unless they were in a playoff spot. If they were in a playoff spot or
Right.
fighting for, like, if they were a game out and they needed a game and he was ready, I think he would have played.
Shoot for the leg.
But yeah, no, there's no way.
Man, what? Don't ever throw dirt on Aaron Rodgers, man. He's great for a reason.
Fucking right.
That's
Fucking
what
right, Casey.
That's what I'm saying.
How is this even a cool
Okay,
take
so-
on this podcast?
So let me ask you this then.
He's a fucking
If
self-centered-
you
I'm not
didn't
gonna
watch any of the, like, if you
POS.
watch none of his media shit, not like you didn't see him on the media at all, what would you think of him?
I still okay. I'm not gonna take away from his ability to play football.
No.
Like, he's a solid quarterback.
I'm saying.
I still think he's a cocky son of a bitch.
So do you have that opinion because of the like what he's done in the media this past
Well,
year?
obviously, but
So take that away.
And because he's on the Jets.
There's no reason to take it away because it happened.
This
Well,
fucking
if I
guy,
take
man.
it away, you're
You
right.
can't
Okay.
level-minded with this guy, man. There's
Well-
no level-minding
Because
here.
yeah, you could take it away. Yeah, does that change your opinion on him? Yes, but you can't
Fucking
take it away
stay-
because
no.
that's how he is.
I don't have the mic problem now.
Are we?
What?
What's your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers, bro? Do you not mind him?
He's just, to me, he's weird.
He's kind of just so self-centered. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
Like you don't hear like these retreats. Okay, yeah, whatever. It's cool. Get your fucking mind right.
He's
bro,
just,
I
to me,
guess,
he's just
but
a funny dude. He's just weird, and
See,
I
I don't
don't
think he's
really
funny
think
at
he's knows what's going on in the world.
he's just so political and self-centered, bro. I just hate it so much, dude. Like if Chris, he used to throw for 40 touchdowns, 2 to 3. Casey, I never once said anything about my guy's game. I won't take away from the fact that he's a solid quarterback. I think he's just ignorant, and I think he's annoying.
Wow.
I think
This
he
reel is going to do so good.
I just don't
Let's
get
go,
it.
boys! Another solid reel.
Just don't get it.
You guys got to realize I also come up on here and I will like I'll speak my mind, but I also love to exaggerate things. I got to.
It's
dude.
bait.
Like it's content. It's bait. Like,
You took the bait.
but like, dude, Casey, I never once took anything away from the way that he threw the football around, man. He for even some of the, I mean, he had solid wide receiver talent and solid offensive talent around him, but like he never had like Tom Brady had. I mean, Rob Gronkowski, and he had like all these great guys around him. Peyton Manning had great guys around him. Aaron Rodgers had, I mean, Jordy Nelson and like Randall Cobb and Greg Jennings. Like those are solid guys. Devontae Adams. Yes, Devontae Adams in the back end of his like last couple of years at Green Bay. I'm not going to throw that away, but as far as like when we're talking about like when we were growing up watching those guys play, like
I get it.
Those are the guys he had. Where some of these guys, I mean, Tom Brady had fucking Randy Moss, bro. Like
They didn't win shit with him though.
yeah, but he
didn't get a ring. Didn't you hear?
Yeah, I know he did.
Yeah.
He is, but the media, man, people act on. Holy smokes! I can't.
You need help.
Tank, help us.
Yeah, I'm.
He said he is, but it's the media, man. People act on the media and real in person.
Well, you see how Josh Allen acts all the time. I mean, you see, like these guys, most quarterbacks in the NFL, like Josh Allen doesn't really do anything stupid like that in the media. Like I think he stirs up. He likes being the center of attention. Like that. That's why he wanted to go play in New York, bro. Like
He just says some
he's the
crazy
star.
shit. That's all it is. Just
You're taking
he
his
just says
bait,
some
dummy.
crazy shit.
How about
taking his bait.
Taking
He's
his
taking his
bait,
bait.
dummy.
Yeah, you are. Oh shit! Oh my god!
Uno reverse, bitch.
That's what Aaron Rodgers hit you with.
I'm so confused, bro.
That's going right in the end of the clip. You got Uno reversed. You got mad, but he really baited you. So now you're gonna make Jets fans mad because you baited them.
Dang.
Damn, dude.
That's Aaron Rodgers
And they
type
only
of
got 2
thinking,
division
bro.
titles, man.
I need one of them retreats, like him and Kyrie.
I'm so confused.
Jordan Poyer
bro.
too.
That's another name I don't want to bring up on this podcast, man.
Oh, come on.
I love
Come on.
All Pro, man.
Come
It's
on.
it's a solid.
It was the only
subject, man.
it was the only damn team that would pay him anything.
I love All Pro Poe. Like I'm not gonna take that away from him. Like I love the guy. He gave us a
Sure.
He was a solid safety for the Bills for a while.
He just
man.
wanted one more year.
And he
one more
deserves it. And
contract.
Get it in Miami. Like I'm not gonna knock that. It's just because he plays for the Dolphins that it hurts.
Yeah,
Man.
that's
That's all it is.
Bro, I wish he
I
would have
don't.
went to.
I don't
the
dislike
Jets.
him.
Holy.
Just for this reason right here.
Nah, dude. I might hate Dolphins fans more than Jets fans. I think I do probably.
Yeah, I can't stand them fucking Dolphins.
Because the Dolphins fans think they're entitled to something. Like
I still love you, Bevy Webby.
Hey, watch your mouth, Travis.
I'm not taking shit.
I'm over
better
here
watch it,
staying
Travis.
quiet. I'm over
You
here
get
staying
kicked
quiet.
out of the family.
Travis. I'm not talking.
I'm
shit.
finally going on a family trip. I can't
Nah,
ruin
you might-
that.
Let's get you kicked off. I don't like
Fuck
Dolphins.
Miami. We got a gift.
We got a gift. Look, he's all like, "I'm not saying nothing, Bev. I'm not saying nothing."
It took me 4 years to get on a family trip. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, where's the family trip to?
We're going on a cruise.
Of course.
Nice. feel like I could have predicted that. I don't even know why I asked.
Going
Where
to
to, man?
We're going to Florida for 2 days, and then we're going to Puerto Rico.
You guys hanging out in Miami?
We might.
What?
We were trying to hope. Dylan and I were hoping for that Miami game in November. We
Not
really
me.
were. We were really rooting for it. Puerto Rico, Bahamas, I think, and what's the third one? Maybe Jamaica. Hey man, we'll see. I always forget the third country.
Hey, that's gonna be electric. That's kind of sick. Being able to knock all those countries off your list. It's pretty sweet.
Traveling Trav.
Yeah, don't get taken away from that one. You need that.
I can't.
Yeah, you need that.
Took me 4 years, buddy.
I don't want to explode, but you've been talking about wanting to get on these vacations for a while.
All those times I stayed home and watched the dog.
Bevy Webby's not watching this. He's been talking about getting on these vacations for a while.
Say it, Trav. Go Dolphins.
Fuck the
Go
Fins.
Fins.
Don't
Fuck
say
them.
fins up. Don't say that shit.
Fuck
on here.
them.
Don't say that shit on here, dude. If you say fins up, I hope you throw up after.
I can't.
That's
Come
a
on.
disgusting even thought to go across his brain.
Bev's gonna see it and not let you on the trip because you didn't say it.
Dude, if she makes him say fins up, I got nothing. It's bad enough we get in your car and there's that thing in the center, a picture of you wearing a Josh Allen jersey and what Jackie's got a Ryan Tannehill jersey on.
Oh,
That was Halloween a couple years ago.
Fuck.
Oh man, I didn't need to see that text. What a sad text. Fucking love Josh Lang, man. If he's ever watching these, my boy Josh. That's one of the managers that unfortunately. He just sent me a text.
Mhm.
Play this video for you.
Was that literally? Was that the only time he beat you?
No, he's probably beat me a handful of times.
Oh,
but, dude, shout out to Josh, man. Fuck, I didn't need to see that text right now. Now I'm upset. But I was wearing my Matt Mullen jersey, bro. That was a good fit that day, bro. I can't wait for football season to roll around.
hey, forgive me.
Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa!
whoa! I didn't see that one.
Whoa!
Fins up, boys. Let's go.
Mm.
Sing it with me, Casey.
Mm.
Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins.
Yeah. Chris is.
Sing it with me, Trav.
No, I can't. I can't.
Come on.
I can't. What else did he say?
What the
For
fuck is
America.
that thing?
Let's go. I don't know. I just found it.
What?
He just found it.
Oh my-
Casey? Hopefully that hits you. I don't know what that's gonna do, but I couldn't find nothing else in there, and I gotta find a way to put it back.
What was that? Well, I'm so lost. What's it? What is it? Dude, I can't read. Tank, help.
Can you put your damn glasses on? We got a couple rolling in. This looks like Casey's mom. We got
Kelly.
Dixon Dallas over there. And from Ryan, he says, "Damn, thought Casey was a Jets fan."
Me and Casey.
All right, he's just going through the prep
Something better, man. Yo, get me on that Star Wars pod, man.
7/16.
Make it happen.
He has no idea.
The fuck just happened, dude?
Boys, he said fins up. What do you mean the fuck just happened?
That's fine.
That's not fine.
It's fine.
That's not fine.
It's fine.
Said I was country singing.
Man,
That's a Dolphins song. It ain't country.
that
It's just his
You're
accent.
from the falls.
That's Niagara Falls plus whatever.
Must be something in the fucking water.
There's something in the air. I can tell you that.
Oh, we know that.
Explains a lot.
Damn.
We're giving shout outs though. Shout out to Billy G at me on Facebook. a couple days ago. That was awesome. I was not expecting that one.
Nice.
Yeah, Billy G.
Yeah,
He's
Billy G's.
now that is one guy to have on your Facebook friend list.
He's kind of fun, bro. He's kind of fun. He texted
Sometimes his posts send me over.
he texted me at 8:42 and said, "Give him hell tonight." That's what I said. Let's go, Dad.
Give who hell?
Let's go,
Aaron Rodgers, apparently.
Yes, yeah.
dude. I mean, how's that an asinine take, bro? Like,
It's
are we-
not. I was just trying to pick it apart. That's all.
All right, well, that's fair.
You got Uno reverse card. That's all.
Bam. All right, you guys want to hear some more news?
Yeah,
Yes.
I got some.
Let's head around the NFL.
Stay away from the Jets, though.
This one's about our Jason Kelsey. I don't know if you guys saw this. Jason Kelsey thinks it's basically a guarantee that he developed CTE over the course of his playing career.
Wow.
What just happened?
Wow, he
dude?
laughed. He heard CTE and he laughed.
CT
Yeah,
ESPN.
Yeah, that's not me, bro. My bad. Keep going.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I did see that.
He goes, he quoted, "I can virtually guarantee that I have CTE. all the research would suggest I have some degree of it. I think it is entirely reasonable to assume I have some degree of that pathology. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at the fact Jake's still laughing, man.
Oh man, got CTE, bro.
That's Jason Kelsey, man. He's got 2 young kids and
Grown men can't remember their name, and you're laughing.
It's fucking hilarious, bro. My bad.
Damn, bro, that's crazy, man.
Sorry,
I
bud.
just hope he don't turn into AB, man.
no, there's no.
I don't know, man.
It's all them tush pushes, man.
CT ESPN. Juice
It's
says
just-
embrace it.
It's just crazy to think that I don't remember him taking a lot of big hits like Mitch Morse has always had with all those concussions, but it's just crazy how all the little hits can just add up until after you're done playing.
I mean, he's accumulating enough like pressure within his helmet every single play. It's they say it's just like getting hit by a fucking semi truck.
Right.
Little hits ain't little, man.
Yeah.
Those are 300-pound men.
It's just sad to see.
It is, but I mean, it's the game of football.
It is. It's
Yeah.
what you signed up for, and it's just sad that he himself can see the symptoms building up.
Yeah.
He doesn't need anybody to tell him, "Oh, you have CTE."
Yo, stop, bro. I'm not laughing anymore. I'm trying not to.
I'm just,
Hmm.
I
My
can feel-
bad.
I can kind of feel that you might want to laugh, so it made me laugh.
I just got to joke him. I'm not gonna say it.
Can you say it after the podcast?
I can say it now, but
Do what
I'm
you guys
I'm
want.
reading the room, bro. I'm not doing
Do
it.
what you
All
guys
right,
want.
all right. Well, two out of the 4 of us in the room are taking this very seriously, right?
That's Jason fucking Kelsey.
It is Jason Kelsey, man. But
We ain't
I
talking about
can
it
tell
till-
you, I could probably guarantee you that there's more players in the NFL that have CTE than players that don't. I mean,
Got to start wearing that bubble thing.
Dude, the amount of players that said that they're not,
They're really not gonna wear it, are they?
I hope not.
They won't.
How much weight do you think that just adds to your helmet? Like, it just looks big, but maybe it's not. Like, I don't know. We don't really know what that feels like. I guess we just got those helmets lying around.
I can't
It's
remember
on,
what.
it's on Google.
I can't remember what offensive tackle said it last year during like training camp, but they were like, "That shit is heavy.
I'm sure it is.
It's just heavy."
Dude, it just looks heavy, bro. Like, it just looks like it would weigh a lot.
Now, do you buckle it onto your helmet, or is there like a strap?
I think it's like some type of buckle or strap at the
Mm.
bottom or something.
I just think that would be uncomfortable. You got your chin strap and you got that strap, and
Yeah,
then
it's too much.
that's too much on your neck. You're trying to move all over the place.
4.5 pounds.
Oh, Jesus.
That's
Yeah,
coming on your
That's a lot, bro.
cranium. Yeah, that's too much.
On top of whatever the helmet weighs already.
Yeah. The neck area too.
Yeah, for those that have never worn a football helmet, it's you feel like a bobblehead for the first week or two
Yeah.
as you're wearing it, and then you
Yeah.
kind of get used to it. So then
Add
adding
4
another
pounds
4
onto it.
pounds. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't get a speed flex until my senior year, so
Had one my whole 4.
Real quick. Did you guys see what Plexico Burris said about Drake May?
I heard about it. Yeah.
He was
Quote
like,
it.
He was like, Patriots already regret drafting Drake May. It's kind of funny because you hear him say that, and I mean, don't take what Plexico Burris says with a grain of salt. Yeah, okay, he made some cool catches in the NFL. He is one of the only guys that I've ever heard that has shot themselves in an accident. So take what he says with a grain
You
of
laugh
salt.
at that, Tank? Huh?
But Plexico
Bro, what
Burris
is-
says
No, that was pretty fucking funny though. He did
I'll-
shoot
I'll
himself in the
laugh.
leg.
I mean, that he did that shit to himself, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that one was funny. No,
Well, he's
I'm
probably got
just
some
joking with you,
CTA,
Tank.
yeah, some CTA, some
CTA.
some CTE too, bro. Because how did the Patriots already regret drafting Drake May? We're in rookie minicamp, bro.
He
Like,
ain't even seen nothing.
and I'm
I'm
not,
just- I'm just-
everything I heard about it, I've heard he's actually been solid in rookie minicamp. But again, this is just 7-on-7 and some very light
Nice.
11-on-11. So like,
I was talking to Steve, my stepdad. I was telling him how solid of a draft I thought the Patriots had. He's like, and he agreed. But he was like, Drake May. You really think that the Patriots are gonna? You think Drake May's gonna thrive with the Patriots? I said, yeah, good point. I don't.
see, I think that's the guy. I think
You think
out of
that's
all
the guy?
quarterbacks thinking ahead, I think Drake May.
He's-
Drake May might have been the perfect.
He's not going to start. I think he's going to sit for 4 or 5 games. I don't think he starts.
I agree with
Who's their backup right now? Do they
Is
still?
it Zappy?
I thought it was Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby
Oh, Brissett,
He's
that's
getting
right,
paid
yep.
like 12 million. He's
Yeah, my bad.
coming in to be
I thought
free.
Zappy didn't even want to be there.
No, it's Brissett. I forgot they brought him in. He might sit his whole first year for all we
There's
know.
a chance. There's a chance Brissett could be the guy. They're paying him like he's the guy this year.
But they're also like you hear like the Bills are going through like a soft rebuild. The Patriots tore shit down. That's a whole different team. It's
That's
a
a
new
whole
coaching staff and a whole new receiving core, whole new running. I mean, yeah, whole new running backs.
Mhm.
They switched out old linemen. I mean, it's a
They-
whole different
they
team.
Weapons, yeah, wide receiver
I think
weapon.
Roger Stevenson signed elsewhere, right?
Thought so. Could be wrong.
I gotta take a peek. No.
I have no clue. What's the other running back? Zeke's gone.
I couldn't even tell you.
I don't know. I don't know how you
Oh,
can.
it's Antonio Gibson.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Roger Stevenson does still play there.
Okay.
Dual threat at the running back position.
I mean, it's. I don't know how you could regret the pick you made fucking 3 weeks ago.
Dude, like what the hell?
There's nothing going on, man. You gotta.
All you did was watch him throw a couple fucking fade balls. I don't.
Mm.
Drew says, so happy to see Milano back to practice. It was nice to see those pictures. Although obviously having the one leg sleeve on, he's gonna have it on. But like, it's nice to see him back out.
I'll have it on for a while.
Because how cryptic was it the whole entire like in season after he did get hurt, where it was just like Sean was like, no, he's here, he's working, but like we can't give an update on like where he's at or
They
anything like
won't.
that. Well, like now you gotta assume he's probably gonna. I would hope.
ACL, right?
I mean, I
Or is
don't
it-
think that ever got released.
Never got reported that there was any ligament damage. So we're all under the assumption that it was just the broken leg.
Mhm.
But
The Italian stallion, baby.
I mean, they kept it quiet, man. So I don't.
They never
I don't,
came out.
I don't
We can
really
only
know.
Speculate.
No, but I will say Drew's completely right about that. It is a very happy sight to see Matt Milano back with the boys on the field, man. I mean, what we had those first couple weeks between Matt Milano and Terrell Bernard was like
Amazing.
was nice. I'm really hoping that like Milano continues to be the guy that he's been over the last couple of years. And Bernard's going into year 3 here, like he has a chance to take an even bigger step from what he did last year. I mean, he got snubbed from a Pro Bowl and an All-Pro. His stats last year were very solid.
Yep.
With 3 picks, 3 fumble recoveries, over 140 tackles, and like 6
Tackles for loss.
what did he have,
and-
like 4.5, 5 sacks or something? Like
Yeah.
something like where those numbers are solid. Like, so if he takes a step, that's a huge win, especially for again one of those guys that was drafted in the mid rounds of the draft. So, yeah, definitely. So excited, Drew. All right, I think we're pretty much all caught up on comments.
Got another one for you. A Bears coach came out and voiced his opinion on why things didn't work out with Fields in Chicago. He goes, watch his eyes. He tries to see the whole thing and doesn't see anything. Wow. His eyes are all over the place and it's just really hard to watch. It's just bad football. That's coming from just as a Bears coach.
Don't take a fucking brain surgeon to see that the kid stunk.
It's just bad football.
I feel a little bit bad for him because his coaching was terrible. I mean, he never had a good coach, but also the dude's not good at football. Not a good quarterback.
That's why he's going to be a kick returner.
I was gonna say that's why they're considering kick return.
I think he has a chance to be a lot better with a guy like Tomlin, but my stock in him is depleted.
Oh yeah, it's
Good fantasy quarterback because he rushed for 7 million yards.
yeah.
that's always pretty fun.
He tries to see the whole field, but just doesn't see anything.
It shows. I mean, that's the big issue with Jaden Daniels. If you want to compare it this year, is he has a tendency to tuck the ball and run.
How can I get this motherfucker off my feed on Twitter?
Please say it's Rodgers. I wanted it to be Rodgers.
I don't follow him anymore, bro. I just never want to see him again.
Did you like so many of his tweets? The algorithm is just pointing.
Who is it?
Algorithm. Who do you think, man?
Oh,
To give you a hint.
That guy.
I'll give you a hint. We just traded him not too long ago.
yeah, he still keeps going on my feed
Well,
too.
yeah, I log on to Twitter here, and it's the first thing is, hey Houston, it's me again. You,
Hey,
son-
Chris, it's me again.
Just
do
go
that.
up to the top right corner and say not interested in these kind of posts.
Could do that. Could block him. Could do anything.
Nah,
Block would be crazy.
I'm not gonna block, but
Here you go.
I hit not interested in this post, and this post isn't relevant. I don't need to be seeing that shit, man. We got another schedule leak.
Oh,
What's that?
Chiefs will travel to San Francisco to take on the Niners in a Super Bowl rematch in Week 7.
Oh yeah.
So we've gotten 3 Chiefs games.
I thought I was so worried. It was like, dude, I thought he was like, dude, I just said that earlier.
No.
Yeah, we got 3 cheats. Well, of course.
Well, I got another schedule leak, guys, and it's not the Chiefs.
Oh, thank God.
It's Kirk Cousins and the Falcons will open their season at home versus Russell Wilson and the Steelers.
oh yeah.
Yay.
How boring is that?
Artie Smith
Oh
revenge.
wow, the
game.
Commanders released Jake Fromm.
Yep.
I'm just
This
saying.
is, dude, we're just grasping at what we can right now, boys.
There's no other.
Hey, in other news, my quarterback got paid.
Yeah, Jared Goff.
we saw.
Yeah. How about that?
What a bag.
That's a
Yeah,
lot of money
that-
between 3
But you know,
good players.
He's turned it around with Detroit a little bit.
Yeah, he has. It's the
Here's the thing is
I will say this.
Like they should have been.
Yeah,
in the
go.
Super Bowl
The
last year.
Lions, that is the perfect place for him.
I was gonna say you look at his career with the Rams. You're not interested. Look at his career with the Rams, and he's had a top I'll say top 10 O-line. If you put a good O-line in front of him, which Detroit has, he's gonna win you games. He's gonna win you football games. So I think with some of these guys that have to get paid coming up, that's gonna be a pretty run-of-the-mill contract, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
Do you see the tweet comparing a couple years later the Rams and Lions trade with Stafford and Jared Goff? You see that?
yeah.
Yeah. And the only really difference was he has a Super Bowl. He
Yeah.
doesn't. That was the only difference.
hmm
So other than that, pretty fair trade.
To this day, I'll die on this hill. I think if the Rams would have kept Goff and made the exact moves they did when they sold out for the Super Bowl, they would have won it with Goff.
Yeah.
I think Stafford's a better overall quarterback,
Uh-huh.
but not by leaps and bounds.
Well, that
in that
Rams
offense.
defense that year, especially
The
in the
defense
playoffs.
and
Nuts.
I mean, McVay just built a super offense.
Mm.
I mean, Cooper Kupp went ballistic.
Yeah,
So-
that was his year.
But whatever, man.
Casey says, I heard Jerry Hughes might be coming back also.
I would love that.
Hey, I'm not going to knock Jerry Hughes.
Oh,
If
wow.
you can get him on a vet minimum,
I was-
please.
I was gonna say I wanted to ask you guys. We're coming up on June soon. We get our 10 million from Trey. Who is your post June ideal player?
Gosh, at this point, I don't think
Mine was going to be MVS before we signed him today, but
Luckily, we did that.
today, as of today, I want to get the best available edge rusher.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I was gonna say we got guys like Yannick. Jerry Hughes, that would be cool. But I really would not mind bringing Shaq Lawson back. When
Yannick Ngakoue.
I would take Yannick Ngakoue over Shaq, but like just
We already gave away the number 90.
yeah, we
Truthfully,
did.
I'd take Hughes over both of them just because
Yeah?
Yannick is just way better in the run game, as is Shaq Lawson. That's why they're still on the market.
Yep.
Yeah, any edge guy is good. I mean, just to bolster it.
I just can't believe
Or if some random receiver gets cut, well, grab him too.
Hey,
Just keep adding to it.
Yeah.
Eventually, you got to be able to build a receiving.
Someone's gonna pop, right? I mean, we have 40 of them. One of them has to be.
It's Tyrell Shavers.
Well, obviously.
He's gonna be.
God,
dude,
that'd
I
be
got
so
I got
sick.
Shavers getting 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns.
All right, now you're dreaming.
Yeah, I got Shavers probably playing on the practice squad. this year.
Probably, but I'll take it.
I got something for you.
what's that?
Okay, with the schedule coming up tomorrow, 8:00. Hopefully, I can get back to home in time for us to do that live.
That'd be cool.
With the schedule coming out tomorrow, I want to know everybody in the room, including Tank. I want to get Tank in on this.
Okay.
Your favorite Bills game that you've attended. It's your whole entire Bills fandom. Your favorite game that you've attended and why?
Well, I think the obvious one was our first playoff game going to. We just completely dominated the Patriots from the start to finish. It was the perfect game for Josh Allen. His jersey went to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
That game?
Yep.
First playoff game, we just had to snag tickets. It was the all around perfect game. Domination from start to finish.
I'll go with the snow game against the Colts.
I think that's what Casey's alluding to in the comments too.
Yeah, me and
How
Casey
much
went
were
to
your
that
tickets?
game. Fuck, it's $20.
I know
That's
tickets
so
went.
badass. You guys
We
went to
were-
that game.
We were in the corner of the end zone where Kelvin Benjamin caught the touchdown.
Oh yeah.
When you look back at that game, dude, first off, the atmosphere, crazy. The game itself, I mean, kind of stunk just because you're playing in 5 fucking feet of snow.
Right.
But it was a cool game to go to. The fan interactions were cool, and I know I always say this, but I feel like I watched the one and only Kelvin Benjamin touchdown because it's the only one I can ever remember.
Yeah, there's only one more I can name off the top of my head, and he caught Josh Allen's first.
Mhm, yeah. So I'll go with that one.
Did you go to that one, Tank?
Yeah, I was there. That was
Nice.
when Colts were at complete ass, and they were lined up to get like the 3rd overall pick.
Yeah.
Which ended up having a trade with the Jets in the draft. They got Sam Darnold or whatever. And I was cool with Quentin Nelson. It's paid off so far. I remember I was getting harassed in the
Notre Dame
in the
alone.
line walking in. Yeah, they're like, oh well, you guys are fucking terrible. I'm like, I know. You don't got to tell me that. I'm looking forward to the draft. But yeah, that was like John was saying. That atmosphere was absolutely insane.
Crazy.
Couldn't see anything. But
Couldn't see shit.
so when you said you seen the Calvin Benjamin touchdown, you probably really couldn't see it too well.
It was pretty much just a big, tall blue figure jumping up, and
Yeah.
nobody knew if he caught it because, when he went down, he's covered in snow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So the officials were the hardest thing to see. I kid you not, because like
If they're even out there.
you're like waiting for a signal, and you're like, where the fuck are they? But yeah, that game was crazy.
It was.
Adam Vinatieri missed like 18 field goals.
Huh.
Nobody could kick, obviously.
Crazy.
They did-
Joe Webb was playing.
Oh yeah.
This is a good point by Casey. They did have their red color rushed on for that.
Yeah, they
game.
did as a red.
Oh, it was red. Yep.
So yeah, dude, like,
Yeah, and the Colts wore white, right?
Yeah, I couldn't see nothing.
Yeah.
Smart.
that was smart. That game played a pivotal role into even making the playoffs that year. Like, what a gritty little playoff run the Bills had that year, because like they should not have made the playoffs that year. Like, Joe Webb had to play quarterback during that game. Deontay Thompson was our leading receiver. Like, Deontay Thompson was out of the league after that season. Like,
Shady had the walk-off tutty in OT.
Tavares Cadet was one of our leading running backs. Besides Shady, obviously had like Casey just alluded to in the
Snow
comments.
game.
A hell of
Snow
a-
game shady.
Yes, Shady knows how to get busy in the
Watching him run and cut in 5 feet of snow was crazy.
He's the
Did
only
you
guy.
notice that?
Yeah.
Like, that was wild to me.
Well,
He's the
that
only
game
guy.
and when he had the snow game in Philly too.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's in snow. He's him. He's him.
Speaking of Shady, you guys see what he said the other day on a podcast?
Something stupid.
About Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
Chip Kelly.
You sent me to Buffalo to die.
Well, in his defense, dude, like, did you? Well, so I don't know if there was more about that. Like, they were just randomly calling former Eagles players and like, yo, what do you think about Chip Kelly? And like, with no context, everybody had a similar answer. Like, dude, fuck that guy.
Some negative shit. Yeah.
Like, fuck that guy.
Mhm.
And like, dude, he truthfully got rid of all their best players. And for what? Like, Shady was one of the best running backs. They got rid of Shady for Kiko Alonso. Right? Like, Kiko Alonso, yes, he played solid for the Bills, but then did nothing for the Eagles.
He got
And then he was down in Miami.
got
not
owned
too
by
long
Josh
ago.
Allen.
Like,
Tried to kill Flacco.
he did try to kill Flacco.
Yep.
He has one of the craziest interceptions in
He
Bill's
does.
history,
I
though.
remember against the Ravens.
God, I loved him, dude. I'll die on this hill, too. If he never leaves Buffalo, I truly think he would have went as one of our better linebackers.
I won't disagree. He was very solid when he was a Bill. That's why, like, at the time, the trade looked like, all right, you're getting an up-and-coming young linebacker, and the Bills are getting a star running back. Okay.
Injuries kind of killed him in Philly.
They did.
Yeah.
And then Shady went on to actually play decent for the Bills for a couple
But
seasons.
being a Notre Dame fan, too, yeah, Notre Dame's got nothing good to say about Chip Kelly.
Chip Kelly.
I don't know what it is about his coaching style or what, but, like, the teams he coaches, they win, but nobody likes him.
He's a cancer, man.
Yeah.
He is a cancer. What's he doing nowadays? Is he coaching still somewhere?
He's in college, ain't he?
Yeah, I think he's Ohio State actually offensive coordinator.
All right.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
We got away from the subject. Chris, what was your favorite game?
Oh my.
Yep.
It's tough because like that Patriots
Go
game
you.
was one of probably my favorite games to go to for sure. Give me
The one after the DeMar.
that one. No, the playoff game. That one was electric.
Okay.
That one was super. No, but
Oh
that
my
one was
God,
super.
Naeem
electric.
Hines.
Like after that return, damn near having tears in my eyes because of how electric that was, and then everybody holding up the three. Dude. Like
definitely up there.
that was
The
electric.
whole atmosphere is definitely up there.
You know, give me this one. This one definitely just sneaks away because it really doesn't have too much relevance in Bills history at all. But like my first game as a season ticket holder was Bills Bengals in Josh Allen's second season. So that'd have been what 19. And I remember close game the whole entire time. Dude, Josh threw the. I remember one of the coolest moments of that game was Josh threw the ball to Dawson Knox. Dawson Knox absolutely just obliterated Jesse Bates.
Mhm.
Like just trucked him 10 feet underground. But what was cool was I had never been to a Bills game before where the game like came down to like the last drive and the Bengals had the ball. They were driving down the field. Ball got tipped up. Trey White intercepted it, dude. That end of the stadium, other end goes nuts, dude. It was just a big party. It was like the coolest experience. So like I'll never forget that game. That was my first one. So that's probably my favorite. Bills Bengals 2019, week 2.
Wasn't it like super hot out that day
It
too?
was so hot. So hot, dude. I was like sitting there with my dad. I was like, dude, this like I could tell he was drained, but like he was trying to hang in there because it was one of my only games I got to go to that year for some reasons. But
Yeah.
that was electric, dude. That was such a cool game to go to. I don't remember who we kicked. I think we played we didn't play that might have been a week 3, dude. I think that might have been a week 3 game because I'm pretty sure I think the Bills opened up against the Jets that
And
year and
then
then
the
went
Giants,
back
yeah.
to the Giants.
I think you're right. Yeah.
And we went 3-0 because I remember playing the Patriots. We were both 3-0 the week after, and then we lost. Josh got a concussion.
Yep.
Hopefully he doesn't have CTE.
Oh, he might.
I don't know. You know who's gonna have on the Bills is probably gonna have CTE. Speaking of concussions, Teron Johnson.
Yeah, that guy.
Poor motherfucker.
Yeah.
dude.
That guy
That poor motherfucker.
gets a concussion one week and he plays the next week. Don't know how he does it. What's this?
What Atlanta Falcons coming to Buffalo was my. Oh, that's electric. That's a unique game for sure. Seeing prime Mike Vick with the Falcons is cool. Rob Johnson came in for the Redskins on a Sunday evening. Rob Johnson. Yeah, dude. Drew, I don't know if were you there for Bills? I think it was Bills Cowboys like Monday Night Football. Tony Romo, and it was either Monday night or Sunday night or something. And
It was Monday. Yeah.
I think that was a pretty electric game to go to. Drew, I think you might have been there. I think you told me that you were there. That had been a pretty electric game to go to too during the drought era for sure. What was your guys' first games? What was your first game, Travis?
That Steelers game we lost.
Oh, that was your first ever Bills home game?
That was crazy because I did not expect the Steelers to have any shot in that game.
No, me neither. We didn't want that because our buddy Ben was with us.
Yeah.
And that
That was my first. Yeah, other than the preseason game, that don't count. But Steelers, that was my first game.
Trying to think, man.
I remember
I
doing
have to think.
Bills Jets. It was either like the 2012 or I think it was either the 2012. I think it was the 2011 season. I remember Bills Jets. My dad surprised me, dude. He was like, we always watch the games on TV. He came over to the house because that's when the Bills just blew, right? And he was like, yeah, sorry, buddy. Gonna have to watch the game in person because the game's not televised this week.
We actually have to go.
I was like, wow, this is great. This is a great problem to have.
Can they stop putting them on TV so we go every
Like,
week?
this is great, Dad. This is awesome. And we went, and Stevie Johnson, Mr. Why So Serious, became the first receiver to have 3 straight 1,000-yard receiving seasons for the Bills. Remember that popping up on the screen? He just absolutely like head topped somebody on the catch too. I love Stevie Johnson before he goes to this.
My first Bills game, week 3, 2011,
Patriots.
21-point comeback.
Yes, sir. What an
Nice.
electric
Mhm.
game. That's an electric game to go to. Holy
Mhm.
shit.
I've never been to a Bills game where they lost.
Holy shit.
Might have to bring you more often.
I might have to make a call to Olivia real quick.
Dude, I don't. Yeah, that was my Fitz. Yeah.
That's a comeback, bro.
I'm gonna say the most memorable. I can't remember what game. But I was actually just talking about it. It was against the Jets. Sammy caught a bomb from fucking what was his name? Who's the quarterback with EJ?
So you had EJ Manuel, you had Jeff Toole, you had
No.
Thaddeus Lewis.
No.
Gosh, now you're
Holy smokes,
Who's the
dude!
man?
Right before Tyrod. What?
Cardell Jones.
No.
Not Derek. No.
No, dude. I feel like
No.
I feel like you sure it wasn't Jeff Toole or Thad Lewis?
No, gentlemen, come on. Kyle Orton.
Kyle Orton.
Oh,
Kyle Orton.
18.
Yeah.
Kyle Orton. Yep. He
Um,
almost took us to the playoffs that year.
After that game, I got a dap up from Sammy. Him. I used to know his name. He was one of the equipment guys, and every time he saw us, he would come by, give us like a towel or something cool like that. That's probably my most memorable. I vaguely remember that game.
Yeah, cool story on Sammy.
Oh yeah.
My first. All right, so the Steelers game was my first home game, like regular season home game. But I went to a preseason game. What was Sammy's last year here?
So Sammy's last year.
It was actually his last day was the.
Last year was 2017. He got traded in training camp.
Yeah, so the day after the preseason game, he got traded. So the day before, when I went to that preseason game, I got his signed jersey. Yeah,
And then he
I got
traded
Sammy's
the next day.
signed. Yeah, he got traded the
I
next
was on
day.
the beach, dude. Didn't we trade? We traded him for like EJ Gaines or something
Mhm.
like that.
Still
Then
sitting.
we traded for Jordan Matthews right after. from
Yeah.
the Eagles.
Still sitting in my drawer next to my bed.
It's still a little cool piece to have. It's not
Yeah.
like Sammy had like other than just having a glass foot.
I mean, it's probably one of the last like autographs he gave out as a Bill.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, the next I was heartbroken because he was my favorite player.
You might
and
have
the next day he
Good
was
chance.
traded.
You might have
That is
the last.
crazy, dude.
You deadass might have the last autograph
I might.
Sammy Watkins has ever signed.
We're
for a
just,
Buffalo
we're just
Bills
gonna
fan.
go with it.
That good for you.
Yeah, we're just gonna go with it.
Good for you. I'd like to pretend that maybe in that like year and a half span that Stephon Diggs signed my jersey. Maybe he didn't sign another jersey between that year and a half span.
Yeah.
But I think he might have signed yours and Dylan's right after mine. So.
I wasn't there with that one. I got mine the year before.
Oh yeah, it was me.
It was you
John,
and Ben and
me
Dylan.
Ben and Dylan. And we're the ones that had to get that third-hand embarrassment.
Yeah.
Second-hand.
Yeah, you guys were at that game. I was home. I was working probably.
That was at St. John Fisher. That was an embarrassing second.
Oh, I was at.
Casey says I was at the preseason game before they traded him. First 3 plays he was coming. Yo, they were throwing him the rock too. They were getting him involved in that first quarter of the preseason game, like where you were like, oh wow, like
They were making up for trades.
They were showcasing.
Yeah, they were showcasing
Hey,
Sammy.
look what this guy can do.
Drew says I love you forever, EJ Manuel. EJ, I wanted EJ.
Yeah,
to be-
Willie.
I wanted EJ to be so successful so bad. Like I did like EJ Manuel at first, but he was just.
I irrationally didn't like him because I hated Florida State.
Oh yeah. See,
Being a young Bills fan there, I just hated Florida State. I'm like, fuck this guy. Hope he stinks. And well, sure enough,
oh, you were right.
he stunk.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be the one, bro.
Dude,
Truth be told, I thought he was gonna be the one.
It's all right, dude.
yeah.
I thought Tyrod was going to be like our Super Bowl winning quarterback. So
our showcase for EJ Manuel was against the Carolina Panthers, where he went right down the field at the end of the game and threw a touchdown pass to Stevie Johnson. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't.
Like his career opener, the Bills won in like dramatic fashion against a solid Sean McDermott Carolina led defense.
I mean, I'm pretty sure at that time I remember, and he was the one. Until he wasn't.
He was the one, and then I think like a couple of weeks later,
Until
he was-
JJ Watt picked him off.
JJ. Oh my God, pick 6 from JJ Watt. I'll never forget that shit.
That's
dude.
crazy.
Dude, I'm so glad it's such a different time to be a Bills fan because like I just remember like sitting there with like my dad, or at that time like we'd go over to like Bob and Sharon's house, Kale's parents, to watch the games, and I remember like just watching like that JJ Watt playing. It's just like, dude, you just expected shit like that to happen. Like you just never expected to really win.
were you guys able to just like laugh it off just because, or were you like so entrenched you were so mad? Because I
You almost
remember
just
that
laugh it
play
off.
because I was just sitting there with my mom, and truthfully, JJ Watt was my favorite player growing up. Like watching him play, because at the time I was playing DN, so I'm like, oh, I want to be like him.
Yeah.
And when it happened, I was so excited because like I said, that's my favorite player, and then I was like, yeah, it's against the Bills, but yeah, what do we expect? Like for me
DJ
growing
Manuel
up,
was our
I was
quarterback.
just such a football fan that I didn't care. But now that the Bills are good, it's like you get mad when we have one incompletion.
Trust me, I know.
We know you do, man. I've seen you get mad.
I get angry too. I
Yeah.
get very angry. I take it very personally when
He said, I
Josh
get
Allen-
angry too, John.
I've seen it. He
No, I think-
walked out of my apartment during halftime. He's like, I'm sorry, guys. I just can't do it anymore. See
He
you guys
just
later.
left.
His exact words, he said, I'm sorry, guys. I just can't do it anymore. See you guys later.
Back when it was Chris's dad's side of the house, he left us at his dad's house.
I heard that story too.
Jeez.
Yep.
What
Oh,
game
you
was
guys
that?
shared that story recently. I guess.
What game was that for?
Can't remember.
Bills Eagles.
Billsy. Oh yeah,
Bills
yeah, yeah,
Eagles.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
was just-
Yeah.
What the?
We had planned. It was a 4:00 game, right?
Yeah,
We had plans to watch the 8:00 game at his dad's house in the
that was short lived.
in the
That
Bills
didn't
basement.
happen.
Nope.
He got up, got his keys, walked out, left, and we're like, me, Ben, and Dylan are looking at each other like, are we gonna stay or are we just? Because I think
I just went and picked up Olivia. And went back
I
to
think
my
your dad
house.
was already in bed. Like it was just us
Look,
downstairs.
I can tell you, it's games like that that absolutely just piss me off so much because it just reminds me so much of what 13 seconds felt like. Like to build up that fucking hope that we were going to win that game and then it just
I feel
slipped
like-
away right at the finger.
I feel like the vibe's a little different.
Ain't nothing gonna sting more than that.
Okay, nothing stings more, but it's right in the classification. If you can't win a fucking overtime game,
right,
ever.
right,
I
right.
don't know, man. Close second. That's like its own classification.
I will never feel the pain
I-
that I felt.
yeah.
I will
But you're
never feel the pain.
13 seconds,
I'm
just
not-
can't win in overtimes there.
It's just
a little bit of a gap.
whenever we get in those close games, you just
It's got a bad feeling.
got a bad feeling. It's
Hey, you
every
just
time.
know.
It's the same sour taste. as
When we
every
play
time.
when we played the Eagles again this past season at your dad's house. Oh, you talking about that one?
That's the one I'm talking
Oh,
about.
that's what you talk about.
It's the game.
My
Was it
bad.
the Eagles
My
game?
bad. My bad. That's another Travis moment.
All I know is
But
that
anyway,
game,
we've had a
the
few of
Vikings
those.
game, the fucking Jets game,
We've had a
the
few of
Chiefs
those.
overtime game in the playoffs. It's like, dude, when do we get a chance to beat somebody in overtime?
We can't. You just always have that
But no,
feeling.
no. I'm not at all delusional to the fact that nothing will ever hurt like 13 seconds did. I wanted to bawl my fucking eyes out, but I had too many people in the house for me to even muster the confidence to even try to. I didn't want to. Had nobody been there, I would have cried like a little bitch. Because I thought for about 13 seconds we were going to the Super Bowl, bro. I was like, who the fuck's gonna stop us? Like who is? We just did this to the Chiefs, and what we did to the Patriots the week before. I was like, there's not a single team in the league that can stop the Bills, and still, I don't think anybody can tell me any differently that if the Bills win that game, I still think the Bills. That's their best chance of winning a Super Bowl in franchise history. The way Josh was on in those playoffs, dude, like he was on. Dude.
I respect it. Yeah.
But it's games like those that like it makes me. I already love Josh Allen. It makes me when he leaves his heart, his blood, sweat, and tears just on the field, and he's like every single game that we go to overtime, and it's just an absolute dogfight. Like there's
just know we're
always
gonna
a
lose.
memorable play where it's like, holy shit, he is just simply different.
Uh-huh.
Like in that Eagles game, he was running towards the sidelines. In fact, backpedaling about a step out of bounds and found Latavius Murray. And Latavius Murray's trash ass dropped the ball, but luckily they ruled it a fumble. Still questionable. But that was a fucking hell of a play. And then the Chiefs game, everything speaks for itself in that game. Other than the Vikings overtime game and the Jets overtime game, he didn't really do much in those. But those games where you just feel
Yeah, those are regular season games.
you know those games where it feels like it just has that feeling that where like this is game of the year. Like Josh is always doing some crazy shit, and I love it. Simply just know that he's kind of him.
Y'all want to know my first game?
Oh yeah,
Oh, I would love to hear your
Yeah, I
first game.
remember so allegedly, I guess my first actual one, I don't have any memory of it. My dad said that he took me to see the Vikings in a preseason game, like 98 or 99 or something. Literally, I was only like 3 or 4 years old, 99 to that whenever they had Randy Moss. I got no memory of it. But my first actual regular season game was in 2007, week 1 against the Broncos, the Kevin Everett game. My very first one.
Ooh,
Tough first outing.
that is a very tough first outing. You know what happened to Kevin Everett?
What's that?
I'll let Tank explain.
What happened to Kevin
It was
Everett?
pretty much on a kick return. He got
Paralyzed.
split in half.
Yeah, paralyzed, right?
Paralyzed, yep. And that was his football career. I seen the end of his football career.
Ouch.
Mhm.
Tough.
That was
I'll have to look that play up when I get
Yeah.
home.
Yeah,
Scary.
That was. I just have seen that. I've just seen the clips.
I've never heard of.
2007, I was 4, bro. I'm kind of in your Viking situation preseason.
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but
I've never
seen
heard
the
of.
clip.
I've never heard of that injury before.
So it literally like obviously I was a young football fan at that point, so I like knew like what happens in the game and everything, and I'm like, this isn't normal. There's an ambulance truck.
He's not supposed
on
to
the
fold
field.
like. He's not supposed
What
to fold
the
like
fuck is
that.
going on?
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah. I've seen the clips of that one.
Who hit him?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Somebody he got obliterated though.
Yeah,
Football's a different game now.
insane.
Clearly,
Yeah, dude, you're suspended indefinitely for doing
Yeah,
that.
that's football. Is
Yeah,
just simply a little bit different.
Kicked out of the league.
Drew's right, dude. His comment where he says we were going to the airport to celebrate. I'm sure we had plans where we were like, holy shit, we win this game. There's not a chance we're not going to the airport.
oh, I remember that one airport experience.
I made the news.
4:00 in the fucking morning.
I made the news, bro.
I was sleeping in the car.
Respect it,
I
man.
couldn't hang.
I made the news, and I tried to make the Super Bowl prediction on TV.
You're trying to be the.
I was trying to be
Bills
that
go
guy.
Super Bowl.
I remember Olivia's mom texting me the next day. She's like, "Oh my god, I saw you on TV, then the news." She's like, "You predicted the Bills were going to go to the Super Bowl." I was wrong by 13 seconds. By the skin of.
Oh,
I thought that ball was going to roll right off. It
I
did
mean,
not.
No fumble
All right.
here.
I think it's time for Who's the Man.
Who's the man?
For me at all.
I wanted to keep you on your toes.
who
Y'all want me to
wants?
stay in the comments, Abby? I gotta.
Who wants?
I was-
You did
my
me filthy, bro.
My apologies. I was also
Jeez
I was kind of
Louise.
looking at the time and I was like, "Holy shit, we're having a good show tonight."
Well, we started at
We
8:25.
just started 8:25.
We started a
but I
little
was like,
later,
"Damn,
yeah.
we're having a good hour and 41-minute podcast right now. This is solid." Well, we still have a segment we want to get into.
After this one,
So
next,
who's starting us off?
you
What
want
team is it this week?
It is the Baltimore Ravens.
you want to go from me to my left to your left? You want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty. Selected by the Ravens in the first round of the 2009 NFL Draft. This player played 8 seasons in the NFL, 5 with the Ravens, 2009 to 2013, 1 with the Titans, 2014, and his last 2 with the Panthers, 2015 through 2016. Chris is giving that look like he already fucking knows it.
I do not have it. I can show you my phone, brother. There's nothing.
He was a member of the Ravens in the 2013 Super Bowl. Games played 110. Games started 110. Another durable offensive player. He had offers from Tennessee, LSU, Alabama, Auburn, and South Carolina, but ultimately chose the University of Mississippi for family reasons. And if you guys want a bonus hint in a few minutes, Chris, because John seems like he's got an idea. If you want a bonus hint, I'll give it to you in a couple minutes. Just let me know when you want a bonus hint.
Can I see the things?
Yes.
Oh,
This guy thinks I got like a Keon Coleman vertical or something. Or it's selected by the
You
Ravens.
just don't have big hands.
Nah.
or a long wingspan, 80 inches.
Man.
I do have a bonus hint for you guys.
Yeah, these really aren't doing nothing for me.
I got a guess, but
See,
I'll take the hint.
So he's one of 12 children.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that narrowed that down.
That just
Really look at the last hint.
the offers.
I don't.
Who he played for. See, I had to word it different because if I would have worded it another way, you guys would have got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta guess in the dark if
I will. Okay.
we want to just.
I'll give you another. He's on the offensive side. He's not an offensive skill player.
Yeah, I had that one figured out.
I can picture the guy that I kind of want to say. I'm be honest with you, I think you stumped me, to be honest with you.
You want me to just
Yeah, you just
throw
go
my
for it.
guess?
Just go for it.
Marshall Yonda,
I was gonna go with him first.
Orlando Brown,
Was it
Greg Urbick.
No. Let me
I can keep going.
let me. Dude, was he a guard?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, damn it! I just can't think of his name. I can picture him.
Who is it?
I went to Ole Miss because that's where my family played. Michael Orr.
Oh, it was Michael Orr.
Got him.
What? Dude.
Huh.
Oh my god! I actually had that at first, and I forgot that he was a first-round pick.
I thought about him. Couldn't have told you he was a first rounder.
Surprising, isn't it?
Oh my god, that's the guy that actually I was like, nah, it's not Michael Orr. It's not Michael Orr. There's no way.
I thought he had injury problems.
He did.
One of 12 kids in his real family, or his,
Yep.
or his
Well, you
adopted-
threw me off. You said he was durable.
I think he did have injury problems, but that's what
Well, he
Google
played
said.
110 games, man. Out of 110 games, I'll tell you that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Good one. Good
Yeah,
one.
started.
Good one for you.
I texted Tank.
That's fucking.
Hey, he's one of 12 kids.
I was just asking, was he one of 12 kids, adopted family or real family?
Real family.
Dude, if you would have just done this,
The
I'd
mo-
have fucking got it. You know that
I'm-
fucking old
I'm just mad.
scene
I'm just
in the
mad.
movie.
I'm just mad at the fact that
I texted Tank earlier. I was like, "How should I word this?" Because if I said like, he went to Ole Miss because that's where his family played.
If he would have said anything about the blind side,
Oh, it would have been over.
yeah, it would have been
It
over.
would have been over.
So I had to word it
It
differently.
would have been over. Damn it. Good for you. All right.
Nice, Travis.
That's a very solid one.
That's what I'm talking about. Who's the man? Travis is.
Travis is the man.
Mhm, not the scoreboard.
The guy with 19 points.
All right. Let's
He's
see,
the man.
Let's see if you can get to 20
Woo!
points.
Yeah.
Relax.
Gotta tame him over there. Drafted by the Steelers in the third round of the 2009 NFL Draft.
Same draft.
Played for the Steelers for 4 seasons, Dolphins for 2 seasons, Vikings for 1 season, Ravens for 2 seasons, and then Eagles for 1 season. That was in the order. He totaled 538 receptions for 8,072 yards and 57 touchdowns. He made 1 Pro Bowl, and he played in the 2010 Super Bowl versus the Packers when he was on the Steelers. His most notable, he played his best football for probably the Steelers and the Ravens.
2009. What overall pick?
I don't know what the overall
Oh.
pick was, but he was drafted 2009 by the Steelers in the third round. I'll give you a hint, he was a wide receiver.
I got that. Yeah.
Oh, who's it? What's his fucking name?
It's not.
What's his fucking name, man?
Can I see the hints again?
What you guys are thinking? I don't know if I should go break out the. Get you ready?
Put it on the table here.
What's his name? Christopher.
You can't say it.
I'm gonna get there. I just have to. You were number 17.
He's moving the beer cans around. Can you hear it?
He's drafted in 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third round. Didn't pick a first rounder.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page, John.
Right? That's. I think that's all I'm gonna get to.
You know what the thing is though? Like when I was looking up these players,
You got it.
Yeah.
I probably scanned over his
You
name.
got it over there?
I
Yeah.
probably-
Yeah.
I probably scanned over his name.
I just couldn't. I had it. Couldn't think of his name.
God, if I don't get yours.
I got his number, dude. If this was a game of what number did they wear, I'd have 1,000 points.
He wore number 17.
No,
Oh, that's what you're just saying.
no, dummy.
Oh, my bad.
CTE.
I'll save the joke for the end. They're harassing me in the comments to say it.
I saw that. Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
And you brought it back up, so you just did it to yourself again.
What did Jacob say?
He said LeBron James. Final answer. I love Jacob so much.
While Travis is thinking the joke was maybe Jason Kelsey joined the wrong Broadcasting Network.
It's-
Instead of ESPN, he should have went to CTSPN.
Oh.
All the build up just for
It's not
You
as
said
bad
he
as
played
what
his
I was
best
thinking
with
in
the
my
Ravens
head.
and the Steelers?
He definitely played probably his most notorious.
Only thing I
football
could
for
think of
the
was
Steelers.
he should probably
He
stop
had
drinking so
some
much
decent
alcohol.
seasons for the
Jeez.
Dolphins. He was a solid.
It's the only thing I could think of.
He wasn't anything super flashy, but he was solid.
Very solid.
You don't got it yet?
Yeah, I feel like we got to cap it at some point, right?
Yeah, just
John, you want to say it?
Mike Wallace.
Mike Wallace.
Mike
He did wear number 17, dummy.
He said it twice.
I know he did. God damn it. All right, go ahead, John.
Okay. Fourth pick. Fuck. Fourth round pick by the Ravens in the 2013 draft. This player went to Harvard University. First team All-Pro in 2023 and an 8-time Pro Bowler. He currently plays for a different team in the NFC. This player currently has 16 receiving touchdowns and 5 rushing touchdowns. If you need an extra hint, I got you.
I just actually.
Oh, my bad.
All right, so fourth round pick. So he was there for a little while, maybe. I guess we don't really know. Went to Harvard University, first team All Pro in 2023.
He's with the Ravens for 3 years.
What were his teams again?
It doesn't say.
Oh.
It's okay.
Yeah.
This is okay. So he played for the Ravens till about 16.
He currently
Oh,
plays
boy.
for an NFC team.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. And he was an All Pro in 2023, so he's coming off of an All Pro season.
Mm-hmm. Went to Harvard.
I know that's what
I'm not gonna know that.
good one.
Really? Yeah, right? You got it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna butcher spelling his last name, but I just almost want to say it to you. I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do this.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to fucking
Yes.
spell
Yes.
it. You got it over there, Tank?
Yes, sir.
Fucking
Currently plays for an NFC team. Does the NFC team suck?
No.
So they're contenders. Or in the middle.
Somewhere around there.
I would say they're definitely a little bit contenders.
You're gonna butcher his name.
Oh yeah, use that as
I knew he was gonna come feed off of it.
What?
Harvard.
Oh fucking no. Harvard.
You'd think a tubby guy like me would know how to open a cake.
There you go.
Oh! Got a candle you can show this to?
She kind of wrote it small.
I didn't know
It's
when he
kinda-
wanted to reveal it.
Well, it's like I'll let him do his thing real quick.
Yeah, you're gonna let me just lose. I don't. I'm gonna be pissed at myself.
Yes,
Yes.
probably.
Yes, you
I think
will.
You're kind of gonna be a little bit mad at yourself.
There's only a select few motherfuckers that went to Harvard.
And it's not Ryan Fitzpatrick.
The only guy I was thinking of was Nelson Aguilar, but it's not him.
I can guarantee you he didn't go to Harvard.
No, I can guarantee you that either.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
Shout out Jacob.
I don't.
Yeah, shout out Jacob.
You done?
Yeah.
Kyle Juicy Juice.
You should.
Kyle Hughes check.
Son of a bitch. That's a good one.
Now that I said it, now you remember he went to Harvard.
He's a smart
Here we
cookie.
go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
5:34 the last time I seen him.
Dang, 534.
Kyle Hughes check.
You need to go update this cake. I'm gonna break cake with my boys, man.
So
That's what I'm talking about.
me and Chris just keep inching forward.
Does everybody want to slice?
1 second. Let's get a picture with it before we slice into it.
All right, good point.
Um.
I'll stay with my phone.
Hey, a win's a win for me. I got your vote.
You got us both, and you got none.
Wah, wah.
Chris, what'd you get 39?
Yeah, you should be at 40.
When they asked, when you were like, yo, can you put 5 on it? Were they like,
What the fuck?
They actually said she was like, good timing.
What's it say?
I spoke to your friend on the phone.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
She did just talk to me on the phone.
Yeah, she said good timing. She said good timing.
Get over here, Johnny.
Oh,
John's
Doing
out.
it, doing
John's
it.
out.
I think we should get that. We should get.
Don't
that.
you fucking disrespect.
We should get the BillsAholic thing in the background.
Yeah.
So
Travis, where you going?
I didn't know if you
You're good. Let me get a little zoom in on the cake. Here we go. There you go.
let's go,
Sweet,
boys.
man.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Actually, Travis had his eyes closed. So.
Okay,
Nah.
actually, let's redo it real quick.
That ass.
Shout out.
Travis, dude.
Shout out JTL. Let's go.
Go Bills since 1989.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
You make it worse. Travis, eyes open, please. There we go.
Let's get it, boys.
I never have my eyes closed for.
Am I cutting up a slice for everybody real quick? Sure.
Yes, sir. We'll take one.
Yeah, sure, man.
Is it your cheat day?
Shout out to JTL, man.
I think I've seen JTL
I think so as well.
on our socials before.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have.
Hey, but as Chris is cutting up that cake over there, just want to remind you guys, like this is like a big achievement. Celebrate it while you can, but let's start working towards the next 500.
1K.
Let's go.
It's just not easy, man.
A cake. A cake.
You ain't lying.
It's not easy.
No, I'm sure about it. I'm sure. And when we get it, who is eating that small piece of cake?
Me. Because I don't want to feel sick.
Cap.
I'm
fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Honestly, I've been feeling kind of sick the last couple of days.
Oh no.
Yeah, the cake, that won't be enough for once we get to 1K. We'll have to do something big.
Yes, sir, Jacob.
What'd Jacob say?
Hey, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 8 watchers right now.
Shout out Chris over here to my right. He's on my right, cutting the cake. You washed your hands?
Appreciate you, JTL, man.
Oh my God! What? Just tell me you didn't pump gas today. That's all I ask.
no.
Okay.
Hey, JTL, while you're in here, man, what was your first Bills game since you're a fan since '89?
Do we know JTL?
No, this is a fan.
Just BillsAholic fan.
This is a BillsAholic fan.
Me and Travis have seen him on our socials. We're
I
pretty
swear I
sure.
have.
Shout out JTL.
What do you say there?
Here, buddy. I'll
I
go
can't
get
read
it.
that.
You just shared to Twitter.
Appreciate you, boy.
Appreciate that. Yeah, see, that's where I saw him was Twitter.
Was it? I know. I slacked on Twitter, bro. That shit is hard when you're working.
I tried to help out a little bit today.
I saw that.
You doing all right?
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying not to.
I don't want to send us away without getting my answer, man.
Oh, here we go.
There you go.
I keep hearing my
Just went to my first game with Dad, my nephew's Les. Nice, man. Hey, that's awesome.
They smacked him.
What do you say?
His first Bills game was actually this year, right?
Are you
Thank you, sir.
from Western New York, JTL? Did you say that?
What does JTL stand for?
We're interviewing JTL.
Let's go, JTL.
We're doing it.
Hey, shout out.
Yes, he is.
Let's go. Thank you, JTL. Thank you for sharing. Thank
We
you guys for
appreciate it.
tuning on
We
tonight.
appreciate it.
We're eating this cake because of you guys.
No cap.
Some good cake.
I would tell you right now, I wish I could share a bite of cake with you guys. You guys all deserve it. You deserve it a little bit more than we do. BillsAholic
What's that
fans
say?
are the best, man. Hamburger. All right. Shout out.
Joel? Does that say Joel? Someone help.
Joel Travis Lewis.
Oh,
Got you. All right.
Oh yeah. Because that's kind of funny because I was like, oh, he has Travis in his name too. I said that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's all.
Really cool, dude.
Really cool.
Yeah, send us out, man, would you?
Where my cake at, motherfucker? You guys gotta show up on the right episode.
Facts.
Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in for another BillsAholic Pod episode. 500. We were just at 250 last night. Unreal.
Appreciate you,
brother.
JTL.
We love
Appreciate
you more.
JTO.
Live every Tuesdays. Hopefully we see you in here more, brother.
at 8.
Let's go.
Go.
Shout out.
Shout out JTL.
He's ready to get out of here. Hey, shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight.
I'm still chewing my cake.
That's okay. We're thankful for everybody. We're thankful for the love. We're thankful for the subscribers. We don't even know where the hell it came from. The last 24 hours they've been crazy. But like Tank said, this is just the beginning. This is just one milestone
On the race to 1K.
after this episode. Just like McDermott says, man, it's on to the next one. Like you erase it. We're happy about it. It's memories. We're gonna cherish the fact that we're here. But it's time for bigger things. We want the next 500, and that starts with everybody in this chat. So love everybody, appreciate everybody. Be sure to share it. And as always, go Bills.
Go Bills.